I will change the title of the stream. Yo, Universal Tower Defense. You 99 in rating, 1.9 million visits. That's crazy. Yo, which tower defense do we play until we wait? I have 123 subscribers. That's crazy. My dream number 123 subs. Yo, the thumbnail is sick. Definitely not just copied from their own page. You are an idiot. Yo, which tower defense do we play until we wait for absolute greatness to release? I hope so. I just went way too much sentimental with the title, I think. Waiting for Universal Tower Defense 3 hours away for greatness. So yeah, I think way overkill title. Yo, which tower defense game should we play until we wait? I'll be playing with viewers. We have so many tower defense games at the moment. Yo, wait. What? Anime Last Stand is updating? Bring Meliodas and Yuji? Yo, what's this? I didn't know Anime Vanguards. I didn't know Anime Last Stand was also updating. Yo, which tower defense do we play? That's fast. I don't think there's a tower defense name 6-7 yo. Let me see if there's a tower defense has 6-7 yo. And why would there be like a tower defense game like that? But I'm still gonna see. I'm not the one to judge. 6-7 yo. Yeah, there's no game like that. What were you saying? You guys, which tower defense game do we play? Until we wait for Universal Tower Defense to release. Yo guys, which tower defense game do we play? Until we wait for absolute greatness. Yo guys, which tower defense game do we play? And I'm adding everyone. Anyone wanna be added? Yo, there are 7 people in the stream. Anyone wants to be added and we can play a tower defense game until Universal Universal Tower Defense releases. We can play. Yo guys, which tower defense game should we play until Universal releases? I can add all of you guys so we can play a tower defense game together. Hi Shan. What's up? I liked. Yo, thanks. You have an idea? Do you have any ideas? Which game do we, which tower defense do we play? I'm Indian? Yo, sport to Indians. And you? Yo, Cheez It Gaming, I'm sorry. But we are playing tower defense. Today I'm not playing the most popular game because people actually really like him. No, I'm Lanka. No, I'm Sri Lankan actually. Okay, you are Sri Lankan? Yo, I am a Pakistani, but I live in Dubai. Okay, send me friend request. We will play the game you want. Yeah, okay, I'm sending you. I am dash. I'm also Pakistani. Yo, guys, but now please just don't write in Urdu or Hindi because I can't read the. I can only read English. 92. Yo, I added you. Mango. Bro, cool accent. Yo, is that supposed to be sarcastic? Slay. Okay. Yo, Mango, I'm adding you. Mango. 99975. Yo, I'm sorry. Anime Reborn is kinda dead. Slay. Yo, Shan, do I add you? Are you in Dubai? Yeah, Shan, I live in Dubai. Do you wanna be added? Bro. What chest gaming? You can I just call you gaming? It's hard for me to pronounce chest gaming. Okay, that's good. Yo, Shan, do I add you? My name is Seed. Okay, I think I added the wrong name then. My name is Thantian. My name is Tarian. Yo, okay, let me add you. THARANRANI. Lily 4. You are add everyone. Lily 4. LILY Lily 4. Yeah, bro. Bro, call me Muhammad. Yeah, okay, I'll just call you Muhammad then. That is my real name, Tania. Okay. There was an actual account with that name too. I also sent a. I have no hair. Yo, yeah, I know. I sent you a friend request. You see, Lily phone. Let's start playing. Yo, yeah, I'm just adding. Oh, Marlo, 8, 6, 3. Oh, Marlo's been added. Yo, should we play? You guys tell me which tower defense game do we play? Can you send me a friend request? Are you Lily 4? I sent a friend request to Lily 4. ARX. Play Tower of Hell, please. Yeah, okay, I'll play Tower of Hell. Please steal a brain rot, please. Tower of Hell. Yo, Sean, add me. Yo, guy, I can play Steal a Brain Rot and Tower of Hell. I'll play both of them for 10 minutes. Steal a Brain Rot for 10 minutes. I want something from your base place. Is the game. Yeah, Sean. I just add me and I'll give you. And Muhammad wants first. Yo, Muhammad, I'll give you something from my base. I have a 16 million for you. Something worth 16 million. Can you give me something? Yeah, Muhammad, I'll give you a thing worth 16 million. Okay, then after Steal a Brain Rot, Tower of Hell. Yeah, bro, I don't have chat, okay? Yeah, I also don't have chat. I wish I had chat, but they banned chat in Dubai. Your GameStorm is just saying me too in every single word. After playing Steal a Brain Rot, play Tower of Hell. Yeah, I'm just giving Chist Gaming this thing and I'll play Tower of Hell. I'm just giving it to him. Can I have a new Isaac, please? Yo, I'm so sorry, but I cannot give you a Isaac. I have a deal with my subscribers. My subscriber, I need to trade him the Isaac and the WNL. So I can't trade that. Please, for index. Yo, what do I do? Offer index take back. Yo, I have gotten scammed on this channel a lot of times. Can I join? Yo, yo, bro, you can join. Yo, I'm sorry, but I can't give you that. But you can have this. See, 16.6 million thing for free. I'm sorry, but I can't give you the Isaac. The index. I'm way too sorry. But if you want, you can have this. I'm not scamming. I have vouchers. Please, only index. Yo, bro, first come in the server. You first come in the server and get this thing, and after that, I will not scam. Please. Yo, just come in the server, take this, and I'll think if I let you index or not. Please, I also trade with streamers. Yo, I know you can, but I cannot risk it. I'm scared after a viewer scammed me. His name was Ghost. Okay, I'm coming after you give me for index. Okay. Okay, I'm coming after give me for index. Okay. Yeah, this is the only reason I don't play Steal a Brain Rot. Because everyone just are not scam wallah. Yo, I'm sorry. If you want this, have it, but I'm not letting index. Yeah, bro, you can join. But just don't try to steal. You can join. I'll send you an invite, Mango. I will take that, but please take my best brain. I want to index. Yo, I can. It's your PS. Yo, bro, it's my PS, but you can just. Okay, if you let me hold something equal value as Isaac, I'll let you index it. But you need to let me hold something equal value or more. I'm coming to God. Me too. Yo, if you wanna do it, do it. Yeah, he ain't wanna do it. Yeah, he doesn't wanna do it. Yo, bro, can I trade with you? Rain, can I trade for your ho? I have 30 million, will not take my all got a 3 4 and give me 4 index. Yo, okay, let me see the brain rot first. No. You can I trade for this naughty notice? You cannot trade for your naughty notice. The 3 notice. Yee. I'll give you everything in my base except the dub and L and Esoc and this ho. You can have my whole base. Please. How about no, bro? Okay, I'll trade for one of your naughty. Okay, I'm coming. Let everyone go out of your PS. Nobody is going out of my PS. How much for dub or in? Yeah, what do you mean? I have rainbow not. How much of what, Pumpkin? They will steal my brain rot. They are in my channel from day one, the day I started streaming, and they have never taken anything from us viewer. I'm coming. Okay, bro. Next, winter hour. How is winter hour? Isn't it supposed to be the train? The Brain Rot Express. Me sub. You can see I'm kind of bug. So let me find if I can even find you. How much Robux for the banal? You tell me, what do you think is fair? And just tell me your offer. Yeah, Pusan, did you? I'm 500. 500 for the dub banal. Let me see. How about 550? Add me in your PS. My friends can join. I got 40 row. Okay. Wait. You take the W and I'll tell you which game pass to give me. I cannot come to your PS ad. Oh. Wait, I'll allow you and I just did a trade. Pomki, I'll go in the game. What I tell you, just give me that. 5. Please, you sock for. Let me buy Robux. Yeah, okay. Buy 550 Robux and join me. Bro, steal a brain rot. Yo, this is supposed to be a. This is supposed to be a tower defense team, so I can't play Sab. You know. So I can't play it. I'm coming. Let me in your team. What's happening? I will play on me sub. Yo, I know you are sub. Just did you? I sent you a friend request. Did you added me back? I already sent you a friend request, but I don't see the option to invite you. That's what I'm saying. Did you even add me back? You did? Yo, what's your user? Bro, allow me in your PS. Yo, friends are allowed in my PS. Is your mobile or device is glitching because my friends are already allowed. I cannot. Go see. You didn't allow. Yo, 1 minute. I'm waiting for Pumpkin to buy the Robux. You all go. I'm just waiting for Pumpkin to buy the Robux so he can join me and gift the thing I want. Give me 20 minutes for Robux to come. Yeah, okay, Pumpkin. It will take you 20 minutes, so I'll just say what Muhammad is saying. Pusan, tell me your username again. I think allow me. Yo, I'll show you my friends are allowed. So I can intake when Isaac index. Me? Yeah, bro, tell me your username. You see here. My connections are allowed. Mango. Okay, let me see. Did I add mango? I think I forgot to add you. Mango. 9, 5. Let me check. Okay. No, I can. Yeah. Is this you all? Yes. You are added. Do you play any tower defense games? Bro. Don't let him in there. You timed him out. I can't trust anyone with index here. Which tower defense game do you play? Let's play the tower defense game you play. Do you play enemy vanguards? Guardians, ALS, Crusaders. Which one do you play? Just tell me the name. I'll play any one with you. Toilet tower defense. Yo, signing up for that. Yo, I'm sorry, but I cannot play that. You guys, I think we'll just play AV and try to get Mob Psycho. The unit that looks like Brandon, the boss. Mob. Yeah, in the game its name is Bob. It looks like Brandon, the boss. Should I get him? Can I get something? Necron tree? I'm subbed. Yo, tell me, what do you want? Bro, he is a vanguard. Bro, is he a vanguard? Oh no, bro, Bob is a secret. You remember Melody Ona? How you got her by playing 10 portals evolving 3 any units like that? You get him same like that, but he's OP. So OP. Yo, Nick, want help? My username is Thing Infinity. Yo, I play Roblox. Yo, what does that mean? I play Roblox. Everyone does. Uh, uh. Yo, this should be you. I added you, bro. You didn't tell me what do you want and in which game. Yo, Satoru. Should I say Satoru or should I say Gojo? What's up, Gojo? Yo, do you want me to add you? If you want me to add you, can you tell me your user? You guys, whoever wants to be added, comment their user. Want help? I have Askanor, Jinu, and Yamamoto with all with Monarch. Yo, okay, let's we can do portals. Just give me a minute. Let me add Satoru Gojo. Big back. Yo, is this troll name? Big back 56692. Big back. Added you, bro. Yo, Satoru, when I'm in a match, I can't add you. So if you wanna be added, just tell me now. Guys, if anyone wants to be added, tell me now because I'm about to play Vanguards with a viewer. No one wants to be added? If anyone wants to be added, tell me. Yeah, sorry, I cannot go in SAP. You join me, brother. Let's get Mob Psycho. Or if you want, we can do the stage for Ainz. A lot of codes, yeah. One code even gives like 100 or something rerolls. You don't use your trade. You should I give you Pumpkin 10? You're already added, bro. Pumpkin, did you got the Robux? You guys should go full out beast team or should have some boost units which gives me more currency. Yeah, I think I'll not run Kaguya. Okay, let me give games Storm the Kaguya so he can run it, and after that I can do it. Okay, you can run Kaguya. Yes, and did you just accept the trade request so you can run Kaguya? Yo, guys, 1 second. Yo, okay, I'm unmuted now. Yo, did I give? Yo, bro, did you got the Kaguya? It's still showing in my hotbar for some reason. Oh, I don't know. Okay, let me make some edit. Okay, you got Kaguya. Let me make some changes to the team. Yeah, that's this guy and Zelzafro. That's the okay team. Monarch, Escanor Monarch, D1 Monarch, Holosite. Yeah, I'm gonna place a portal down. Not the summer one. The new portals. No. Wait, let me see the quest real quick for Unstable Mind. Oh, let me put codes. Okay, you put the codes. Horse Girls Racers. You do you have some rerolls? Tradable rerolls. Green. Yo, how much rerolls do you have, Ren? Something happened. 1.2k rerolls? Yo, crazy work. Free to play 1.2k is crazy. I'm also free to play, but I have nowhere near that. You come in the middle. I'm placing the portal. I have tier 1. Or should we do the new game mode? Should we do the new game mode or should we do portals? Your game some tell me, should we do the new game mode or should we do portals? The new game mode is also like Portals, but little bit harder. But I can do it. Portal for what? The new Portals. But you can straight up just get mob from the simple mode. I think we can do. I think we can do simple mode. Dio. Oh, you want Dio? Okay, yo. Let's just get Dio then. In 3 months. Yo, I think Dio and Mob are kinda equal. Getting Dio will take you one overnight marcoing. The Marco is very easy, just place down Monarch Escanor and you get him. I marcoed like that on stage I just did Marco stage 7, placed Monarch Escanor down and won the stages. That was my Marco for Dio. I know how to make a Marco. Okay. Okay, do you want me to take you to the stage that you can Marco it on easily? I've played these games before. You should we both go for Broly then or Mob because I can help you reach to the stage and you'll need to Marco the night because Dio has like a 5,000 pity. It's pretty easy. Broly is so hard. Broly is too hard. Okay, you don't have essence? I'm maxed out on every essence. I even have 50 rainbow. Yo, wait then. If you don't have essences, we can go for a mob. He takes almost no essence to evolve. Okay, okay. If we get it from the quest, we still need to play this game mode, and if we just get the, and if we just get it from the, yo chat, write something. Yo, I'm inviting you, GameStorm. Can Pumki join? Yo, Pumki hasn't played this game before. JJ? Just join. Yeah, send you the invite. Take the invite. What's bro saying? Now I have added. Sorry, gotta go. Yo, okay, I can invite Pomki, but please just don't go. Yo, please don't go. And if you don't really like this game, we can play that game which Anime Reborn devs made. I don't. Yo, hi. Why you time out me? Yeah, because I am not playing Steal a Brain Rot. And you were just saying play Steal a Brain Rot. Yo, dear brother. Okay, so shut up. Join Pumpkin 999. Yeah, 1 second. Why is bro saying okay, so shut up? I'm putting him in a 24. Just say you don't want to play Sap. Why time me out? Yo, now I'm timing you out to be toxic. That's why I'm timing you out now. Take this 10 minutes time out for being toxic. Join Pomki 999. Yo, Pomki. Pomki, if I get the thing in please tonight, there will be text on me. Just join me. I'll tell you a game pass. Just gift it to me. Just give the game pass. So Roblox doesn't take text from you. Yo, Pumpki, I'm inviting you. Join me. I need it in this game, so you can just gift me the thing I need. How much Robux did you get, Pumpki? I gave him my WL for 550. 9k? Yo, 9k is crazy. Pumpkin, do you also want the Isaac? I can do the Isaac for 400 Robux. With some Robux for lost 6-7. 400. Yeah, if you want, I can do 400 for the Isaac Sekola and 550 for WNL. Is that okay? You when you I need VIP in this game. Press VIP, press gift and buy it, and then send it to me. When you go to your items, it will say okay, I guess. You need to press on VIP, press gift, buy it, and then you need to go to your inventory, I mean items, and press it and gift it to me. That's how you gift in this game. Any Robux for lost 6-7? Bro's desperate. Monkey King. You still have it. Monkey, did you gift it? Yeah, I think you don't know how to gift it. Do you want me to tell you how to gift it, Pumpkin? Oh, he joined again. Pumpkin, if you don't know how to gift it, here's how to. Press the VIP one. I need the VIP. Do this, gift, and you'll get in your items. And with items, when you press it, you can send it to me. That's how. to do it. I want the roll so bad. Yes, that's all too. For you, 8336. Yo, Pomki, do you know how to? Or no? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know what he doing. You anyone has a fast way that you can get mobbed with? How do I get out of daily rewards? You just press claim. After you press claim and everything, you can press store, go down to VIP, gift. You'll get, then you'll get it, and you can go to items and gift it to me. If I had good stuff, I could have just traded all the stuff to Pomki and asked for the fall bundle too. But I don't have that much stuff to give because yesterday some guy hacked into my ID and took the Evilodon. See, see, you see what? Uh, yeah, Pomki, what do I see? I guess nothing. You what's this? See. Don't tell me you gifted to someone else on accident. Yo, let me get this setting out real quick. Show and markers off. Okay. Let's take a screenshot of us. I have nothing in my inventory. Momki, where is you going? You do I need to tell you how to gift again? Question mark. Yes, okay. Pomki, go to the VIP Game Pass, press it, then press gift, and you can buy it, and it will go into your items, and go to items, and you can gift it to me. There will be an option. I want the VIP pass. Yo, did you understand? Or should I need to show it again? Yo, how stacked is this guy? I'm not even this stacked. You guys, 2 more hours for greatness to arrive. I do it. Okay, if you buy it, you can go to the items and there will be the VIP pass and you can gift it. You got VIP? You let me see. You let me rejoin. I need to rejoin. Let's see, did I? Yeah, let's see the sub count. Khalfan Muhammad. Yo, Pumki, is your name Muhammad? Or is your name Khalfan? Yeah, I got the VIP pass. You now 700 are remaining. Khalfan. You Pumki, come and get your Isaac, and after that, like 700 Robux will be remaining, yeah? Isn't that right? Okay. Pumpkin. I need Robux for lost, please. Lost 6 7, please. I need this. Bro, desperate. Yeah, let's open first. Okay. 3 trash in row. Yeah, Pumpkin, I'll handle him. Okay, you got it. 700. Yeah, 700 is amazing. Pumpkin, do you want this? I will give this to you for 100. Do you want this one? I'll give this for 100. Um, is that a yes or is that a no? You know, bro, he's saying now I have 700. Oh, okay. Okay, he agreed. Pumpkin, do you want this? I will give this to you for 75. Or maybe for 50. 75. You okay? I agree on 75. No. Yo, do you want this for 50? I'll do it for 50 if you want. Who in BS? Yo, it's a beer. No, you're okay. I know it's bad. I was just saying. How much did you guys agree on? On the last 6 sevens? Oh, bye bye, Pookie. Last 6 sevens. Crazy thing, crazy thing. Yo, may I have your notice? Moya? So 700. Yo, I suggest you not having it in Please Donate. They'll take 200 away, so you'll only get 500. So just take a Game Pass. That's what I suggest, GameStop. One second, guys. Yeah, I was just seeing the time of Universal to release. It should be coming in 2 hours. Is it December 14? Yeah, it is December 14. Whew. Yo, I wanna play Bleach Soul Resonance so bad, but I know if I start playing Bleach Soul Resonance right now, everybody will leave the stream. That's the whole problem. If that wasn't the case, I would have played Bleach Soul Resonance right now. But if everyone in the whole stream will leave, and that's a problem for me. Anyone wants to be added? Yo, Punky, he's adding. I told him. Pumpkin, you still have my 700 Robux left because I only took things of 300. Yeah, let me calculate something real quick. Now if I do this, 600 will be gone and I'll only have 200. So I can't do this. 100. So I can't buy sell anywhere and double. If I want, I can only get one. Oh, wait. Let me see. What do I do? I buy in a game for you, bro. Yeah, bro, I know. Didn't we had a deal? My dub and L was 550 and the sock was like 450. So that comes up to 1,000. So I took a thing from you for 300. So 700 are still left. So I'm seeing what do I get from the 700 left. Don't need anything. You, what do you mean you don't need anything? Bruh. I just want Robux. It's not a matter for Pumpkin, but if you get the 700 Robux, you'll only get like 500 or 400 because of the tax, and that will take 1 week to come to. So it's just not worth it via Please Donate. So just tell him what geek passes do you want. I don't need any game pass. Join now. You join him and please donate and take them if you don't want them. Don't want any game passes, so just join him and waste like a VIP. Can I have back? Yo, Powercraft! I'm seeing you after so much time. Nah. Yo, I have 20 Robux. I'll donate. We can do the trade when re TS, DSP up. You just take like 30 emotes from Bumki. Can you give me? Yo, Powercraft, join me. I'll give you 20. I only have 20 at the moment. Like, you see? When I press 13, I only have. Okay. Yo, okay, join me. I am Toji, you remember? Join me. You, why don't you just get emotes, GameStorm? I'm saying that I have that when TSP up, we can do trade again. I'm saying that have back when TSP up, we can do trade again. I'm saying that have back and when TSB update, we can trade again. So what does this guy mean? Join me in TSP run. Yo, just join him. You're wasting time. Hi, Hisama. I don't want emote. Okay, GameStorm, he has that 700 Robux of yours. When you need something, just tell him, so he'll give you something then. Isn't that true? If you don't want something at this moment, you can just tell him. Naughty man. Oh. Before you get mad, I have nothing in Steel Brain Not how to play. Yo, why will I get mad? Before she get mad, I have nothing in Steel Brain Not how to play. First thing, update spelling is UPD, not UP. UP is just up. Recently on PS Plus, you'll get Gojo and all the commands. Yo, Punky, he doesn't want anything right now. You have a 700 Robux. Just buy him a Game Pass when he wants. Punky, he's saying I need to wait until the strongest battlegrounds update so I can see if I get anything, if I want anything. So he's saying, can I have the lost 6 times back and I'll give it to you when the update comes out of the strongest battlegrounds, so I can see if I want anything. That's what he's saying. US bro. Stand. No. Go. Discuss you. Please add me. Yeah, okay, I'll add you. Yeah, give bro his first 20. Yeah, thank you. Yo, bro, no problem. Yo, Hisma, tell me your username. Bro, if we do it like that, then what is the problem? Yeah, because he doesn't wanna give it back. You were so eager to do the trade with him. Oh. Yo, please tell me your user. Then I can add it. You were so eager to do the trade with him. Now, if you wanna wait till the TSP update, just wait until then, and he'll give you the game passes of 700 Robux. Because bro is crashing out. His mom tell me your username. Yeah, that's why I always tell him not to do it. Like, if he didn't wanted the Robux, why did he trade it? That's the thing. His mom tell me your username. Hisma, can you search? Bro, just keep it. Add me. Yo, Hisma, tell me your username, then I'll add you. You are not telling me your username, you just say add me. When you give me your username, then I can. And please subscribe to the channel. Then when I want something, I will tell you. I sub to you, I'm your big. Okay. At least Pomki and uh, them are okay. Hesma, I just need to know your username, because when you add someone, you need to know we are chill. Oh, he said are we? I thought he was saying we are chill. You're 54. You're 54, Lelo bro. Yo, bro, I am 13. I'm not 54. Hesma, you are not telling me your username for some reason. I just add me. This is my username. 30. Pomki, I can confirm you. He's 10. He's my little brother. He's sitting with me right now. You are 100. You are 100. No. Brother, I am 13. I can show you my legal passport. Yeah, I'm removing GameStorm from moderator. If we say 6-7 again, I'll remove him from moderator. Anyone who says 6-7, You're 67 QA. Anyone who says a number meme will be time out for 10 seconds. I'll make the first example out of GameStorm. I think so. Nobody will listen to me. I'll time everyone out for. Yo, Hisma, please tell me your username. How do I add you without a username? Pumpkin is getting timed out for 10 seconds. Can you play Sab? Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't like Sab anymore. Yeah, Pumpkin will tell you that after 10 seconds. If you both are chill or no. I told it everyone. Anyone who says number means will be timed out for 10 seconds. I think ye. Do you have any brain dots? Yes, I sold my W and L and Isaac Sekola for 1000 Robux to Pumpkin. You I see that 6-7. I am. Can I have the Isaac for index? No, don't use it. Yo, bro, I don't even have the Isaac anymore. I traded with Pomki and he gave me 1000 Robux for a golden WNL and a 6-7. I mean, and a Isaac. GameStorm is cooked. I'm giving him a 1 minute timeout. Yeah, he's definitely dead. He's nuking the chat. This guy just nuked my whole chat. If anyone wanted to say something, do it now, please. GameStorm nuked my whole chat. Yo, if anyone does this thing, said hi. Hi, Pusan Liguan. Can you tell me how to play that? Join me. Can you tell me how to play Sab? Okay, you wanna know how to play Sab? Go by Nobi. First add me please. You Hisma, you need to tell me your username, then I can add you. I can't add you without a username. You have it, Powercraft. Powercraft, you can have it. In when I hobby this. I don't know what that means, but you can have it. Guys, if this might be a what? I think I did it for 1 minute. Your Dreambox, I don't have chat. Can I see your base? Too naughty. Bro, I just told you my Username 1 million times. You're the best. Yo, thanks, Powercraft. Yo, Hisma, I don't see where is your username. Where did you wrote your username? Anyone feeling like six? This guy's dead. If he says one more 6 7 some time, I'm outing him for 24 hours. He's dead. This time is 1 minute, but after this, he will be dead. I did not play that game. Yeah, what do you mean? I do not play that game. No, yo, he left. Justine, join me in Plants versus Biran Dots. Okay, Powercraft. Yo, I wanna end today's stream with 130 subscribers. We have 129. We need one more subscriber to reach our goal. I need one more subscriber to reach 130. Oh, there was a new update. What's that? I am new to Plants vs Brain Dots. You, I'll give you something. Don't worry. Just give me one moment. I'm just seeing this cutscene. I'll give you. No, this ice dragon. Bruce tweaking. Yeah, what's this cutscene about? So my brainwash will drop the hammer. You can't I just skip this one? Pumpkin, don't act like I won't know. 10 seconds. You guys, Powercraft, come here real quick. I have some things for you. Have this. Yo, bro. Yeah. Oh. Send. Do what's this? Yo, Powercraft, take it. I need to go. Let me give you a good brain rot. Something I was. Can I have this? Yo, okay, let's take these things. I can also give that. It look cool. Yo, bro, stop jumping. Yo, I'm in a mission. I can't pick the thing up. Just let me finish this. Hello, Husma. Okay, now I can pick it up. You should be happy. No. Whew. I'm tired of this team. You, you guys, give me 10 minutes. I am muting myself for 10 minutes. Is that okay? I need to go to the washroom and get something to eat, okay? Yo, I'm back, guys. I went to the washroom and grabbed something. I went to the washroom and then after the washroom, I went to the kitchen and grabbed something to eat. Oh my god, what am I even saying? I'm low-key dumb. What's this? Him Sani Yongo is his user is please help please 484. Yeah, I'll add him, but like, how do I teach somebody how to play Sab? Literally, when you come in the game, they give you instructions. Help me it. I added it. Whew. Tired. 1 hour is left. You guys, come on, let's play 7 Deadly Sins Battlegrounds. Join me, everyone. I will give a ho sahur to anyone who defeats me in 7 Sins Battlegrounds. It's tournament time, guys. You who's ready for the tournament? Bro said how to play Sahur. Yeah, bro, I know what are you. You want a brain rot, and if you want a brain rot, I'm hosting this tournament. Whoever can defeat me in the game I'm right now will get a ho sahur. So if you want a brain rot, just beat me in this game. It's a battlegrounds. I knew it. The second you beat me, you will get the ho. But beating me ain't easy, bro. You should have used your counter. I think brother might know how to play a little bit. Yo, you have infinite tries until Universal Tower Defense releases in an hour. I think you can defeat me in an hour. You could have used a combo. You could have used your counter and there and okay, he's a quick learner, I guess. But I am better after all. I am Batman. Guys, I have something to confess. That I am Batman. Yeah, I'm Batman. That was what I was needed to confess to y'all. Did he give up? Bro became him. No way he's winning with that character against me. That's common knowledge. You cannot win against me when you're using that character. Has anyone seen a seventh sense here? Except me. You survived? Yo? How did you survive there? I'm kinda sure I did my kill animation. Don't know, but this time he surely should be dead. Yeah, he is. If you want any tips, the tip I'll give you: use a character which has a counter against me. Yeah, I wanna kill you the most disrespectful way possible. No, I'll rather kill you like the best way. My increase. Die. Bruce Meliodas. Son of clever. Um. Is my ultimate move really glitched? Yeah, I'll reset real quick. I don't know what happened to my character. Let's just use Meliodas against bro. I'll tell you who's the real Hellblaze. Full count. Bro, I defeat you? Bro, you didn't defeat me. Literally, I got lagged. I was full health. You didn't even damage me once. So I reset it. Because I was lagged and you didn't damage me even one bit. So how did you win? You guys are doing a tournament. And whoever can defeat me in this game will get uh, ho 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 sahur. Bro, Lily just pulled out the line. Nah, bro, I defeated you. Defeated me in what? Your dreams? Yo, bro, don't run. See, you are so close to beating me. Yo, how? The hell? Yo, nah. I ain't losing. For some reason, my counter didn't work. Okay, bro. You want the ho ho ho, Sahur. Come and take your ho ho ho. Whoo. Nah. I know I was going way too easy on him, but still. If I went full out, he would survive 3 seconds. That's the problem. Brother should rename himself to Bro, I defeated you. Whew. And his Sana, I can see that who is sub to me and who is not sub to me. And you are not sub. I know that, by the way, if you were wondering. Come take it, ho ho ho. And I know you are not subbed, ho ho ho. Oh, Roxanne. Oh, no. Roxanne? Yo, bro, join me. Take your ho 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 ho. Because ho you want. Yo, I thought for a second I got the lucky block. I was about to. Yo, what's happening to me? Yo, what the holly? Yo, please help me. Take your thing. Yes, bro. Yo, come take my thing. Yo, why isn't it taking the thing? You leave that, Nobini. Come take the ho ho ho. Take this ho ho. Brother. You take your ho ho ho. It makes 3.2 million times more than. I am gonna crash out. You take your ho ho ho, bro. You are unmuted. He Samana, can you please just sub already? Hi Puzan Ligona. What's up? You one more hour for Universal. You Powercraft. I saw your vid. You have mimic and gag. Yeah, bro. Why? I also have a kitsune in gag. I have two kitsunes in gag. Kibia. Kitbaya mit favor. Can I? Yo, you know kitsune? How rare is it? If I try to sell it, it can sell up to like $50 or something like that. I just can't give a kitsune away. I give a kitsune. I will give a kitsune away at 200 subscribers. That's a promise. I'll give a kitsune away at 200 subscribers. Yo, I'm so bored. Yo, are you in my Discord? Then can I have that mimic? Yo, I don't think so I have it anymore. Yo, how many people in my Discord server? Yo, what's happening? Fall Bundle 1 plus Escano plus Hakura. I remember that. Bro, I wanna play. Bro, if you are saying join you in gag, I'm not joining. Yeah, I'm not joining. I'm gonna grind some tower or adventure in Soul Resonance. Whew. Oh, yo. I turned on a new setting. So many people lie that they are subscribed but they are not. So I turned on only subscribers can chat. Subscribers longer than a mint can. Did anyone plays this game? The Bleach Soul Resonance. Mm-hmm. Let's do the official challenge. And let's do one official challenge. I'll do that later. Let me do some tower. Tower. Before I do that, I'm gonna do some tower. Oh, let's go. Okay, let's go. Whew. By the way, guys, all this shenanigans are on mobile. Crazy combo. Kiske, do your thingy. Kiske, give me the 70% damage boost. Byakuya Getsuga Tensho. This. Kamaran done. No Sabona will be dead soon enough. Got the win. Pretty easy win. Of Yo Pulsan Ligo. Let me cleanse all of them. Senior Ranka has been spotted. T-Scale, do your thingies. Counter senior ranker. Do that. Do this. This. Get Sugatan show. Finish it off. It's really not hard. 30 seconds per stage is pretty good. You're telling me this is a whole boss battle, like, what the hell? This is so easy. You jump on me, bro. Good boy. Such a good boy this is. This should be very easy for me. First form is over. Second form is way too easy. Um, yeah, whatever this gauge is, it's nothing. Chung chung. Switch to Ichigo. Oh, counter jammer for some reason. Yeah, this guy's cooked. Get Suga mask. You get Suga mask. Just get Suga, then show this guy. This is all mobile gameplay. Oh. Victory Royale. Yo, Shinji. I like Shinji. Wave 1 over. Wave 3. Let me cleanse all of them. Switch to Byakuya. Ichigo. Do this. This. Done. Done. You guys, 40 more minutes. Yeah, I just love that thing about Toshiro. You don't need to switch. Just use Rukia with him and don't ever switch. Yo. Yo. How many people in the stream? Yo, there's a guy in the stream. Yo, what's up, bro? Do you also play Bleak Soul Resonance? Yo, what's up, bro? Do you play Bleak Soul Resonance? Oh. Yeah, I'm going against Sakanade. Loki Shinji. Banka. If Shinji uses Banka, it's gonna be a problem because his Banka Sakanade changes the perception of foe and allies. Sakanade. Shinji Sikara. Hmm. Cookage. Absolute cook. Oh, he hasn't still Banka Sakanade. It might be a problem when he uses Sakanade on me. I need to end it before he uses Sakanade. I have Zenbone Sakura Kage Yoshi on my Byakuya right now. But I think this ultimate Getsuga should end it. Yeah, it ended it. Yeah, let's go summon a little bit. Yeah, why not? Summoning time. First try SSR. SR. One SR. One SR is pretty good. Yeah, Loki. Pretty good. Yo, I can't wait for anime. Oh, Universal Tower Defense. Universal's gonna be insane. Like, yo, I don't think I have their Discord. Let me join their Discord. Anime Ascendeds are also out. Yo, this is crazy hype. Half an hour for greatness to arrive. It's gonna be absolute greatness. Yo, when is the game? Yeah, we are going. Fixed being unable to acknowledge. Yeah, the that model looks crazy. Oh my god, the Los Noches. The Los Noches map looks so cool. Universal Tower Defense testing. Oh my god, I cannot wait. Yo, crazy. I know what to do. Yeah, I know what to do. I think I'm the only one in my whole friends who has a Forge private server. Universal Tower Defense gonna be a absolute hit, a banger. You wait, I might play Enemy Vanguards. until um, it arrives. No. Let me sell everything and make a AFK real quick. Yeah, okay, this. Yo, what's up, guys? Yo, no way, guys. I think it's updating now because they just shut down the server. I think it's updating. Let's see. Let's see. Let me see fast because they just shut down. Yo, get ready. Greatness is coming. Pure greatness. Who's ready for greatness? Yo, guys, greatness is arriving soon. They just shut down the AFK chamber. That means the game is coming out. Who's ready? Guys, comment in the chat if you are ready. I think the game should be coming in 20 minutes. Me. Universal Tower Defense. Guys, one second. Yo, I'm unmuted. And guys, whoever's ready for the update, comment in the chat so I know everyone is ready. And yes, guys, that's definitely not a technique for me to gain subscribers. Yeah, it's not a technique for subscribers. Trust me, guys. It's definitely not. Trust. Trust is important, guys. The yeah, whoever is ready for the update for the game to release, comment ready in the chat. I removed you must be subscriber. I removed it. Now you guys should be able to comment. Whoever wants the game to come out, reply. The name of the game is Universal Tower Defense, and the greatness will be arriving. We need to be patient. Yeah, let me see their DC if they said anything. Yo, who's ready? I heard that Kimpachi and Ace are the best mythics in the game, and that the game is delayed for one day. My Gurnhorn grind, no, do you know? Yo, games, nah, bro, gaming delay. Yo, let me see. Yo, the game cannot be delayed. Yeah, bro, gaming delay. Yo, what do you mean April Fools, bro? It's mid of December. April Fool. You almost gave me a mini heart attack. Uh, yo, 1 second. Yeah. Yo, the update's gonna. I mean, the release is gonna be so hyped. So excited. Literally, my whole live stream's a thumbnail is the release banner, the Sasuke release banner. I Yeah, the best mythics should be Sasuke, Kenpachi, and I think Gojo, and what's the name? Ace. And there are, I think, only two secrets in the game: Lelouch and Sung Jinwoo. I don't know. Sung Jinwoo is a banner secret, like Alucard, and Lelouch is a quest secret. But I still don't know everything about the game. I only saw one video of Nag Blocks. He has early access to the game, so I saw his vid on it. Yeah, 1 second, guys. I can't really read your chat. I'm uh, turning on my laptop again. Yo, the release is so hyped. I'm streaming for 3 hours just for the game to release. And I'm gonna stream even more when the game releases. Pomki Sing 6-7, like classic Pomki. Yo, Pomki, stay. Yo, Pomki, stay in the life because when the game comes out, I need you to gift me the Game Pass. Uh, I need to you. I need you to give me Game Pass in the game. I still have 700 Robux for you. I mean, you have mine. 4. Yo, didn't I trade you W1L and the Isaac Sekola for both for 1K? I only got VIP in Anime Vanguards for 300. 700 should be left. Isn't that true? Um, um, yo, guys, the release gonna be so hyped. Literally 13 more mans for greatness to be served. Somehow 31K people in the AFK chamber. Sorry, the Robux is for you, bro. Sorry, the Robux is for your bro. Yo, what do you mean? Sorry, the Robux is for your bro. Yo, Pumpkin, what's that supposed to mean? Yo, I buy the Lost Six Cells. Yeah, bro, you bought his Lost Six Sevens, but that was a different purchase. You owe him 700, but you still owe me 700 because I sold you the sock and the Dubbanel. You still owe me 700. Yo, the release gonna be so hyped. Yo, how many people in this team? Three? Yo, what's three, Pomki? Oh, you mean three people in the stream? Yeah, now two. Yo, how did we lost one like? We had 5 likes and we lost one like. Bro. Yeah, this is my longest live stream yet. 2 hours and you got six? Mm, I got six? Yo, Pumpkin, what six I got? Yo, Pumpkin, what do you mean I got six? What six do I got? Likes? Wait, let me refresh. I think it's showing the wrong number. I'll refresh. For me, it shows 5. You, the release gonna be hyped. These games are dumb placing Shiny Hunter for so much. Shiny Hunter should not be 700 plus. But it is 9:51 p.m. Yeah, bro, I know. The release should be 10 p.m. Yo, GameStorm, you gonna play? Yo, some of my brothers said he's also gonna play. Yo, he judges every game out of the game's lobby for some reason. I don't know if he's gonna like the lobby or no, but I like the lobby because it's not like every game. It's not Tokyo, the Dark Knight Tokyo lobby. I'm still hungry. Yo, it's 7 minutes. Let me go to their Discord. Six. I'm gonna do it, guys. I did it in the live stream. Yo, why did they change their Discord logo to Beast Gohan? Yo, I call you.
Remember AI?
Okay,
Remember Animal Bot?
I
They
remember.
did the same thing on the
Yo, it's not confirmed.
phone.
They just
This
changed.
one account.
Yeah, Pumpkin is calling me.
You pause.
You're 4 minutes for greatness to arrive.
Jack 4 minutes left.
Yo, that's why I titled my stream waiting for Universal Tower Defense 3 hours away from greatness. Okay, Diddy. Bro, stop with your Diddy jokes.
Why are there still 30,000 people in here?
Yes, Amma.
Do they have 30,000 developers?
They might have 31K developers. 6 them. Okay, I'm getting spammed by Pomki and his 67. Six. You see, anyone who is in my Discord server can see the picture of the group. This is Beast Gohan's picture. Yeah?
Your Discord?
Wait, I'll show you guys the pic.
What are you saying? Your Discord, you sent a picture?
Wait, let me send a pic in my Discord server.
If you're saying this is Satoru Gojo.
This is Gojo?
Yeah. I'm a JTK nerd, bro. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah, this is Gojo. I thought for a second it's Beast Gohan.
I'm a nerd, bro. Don't you believe?
Guys, 2 minutes for greatness to arrive. It's greatness.
Am I going to be the first guy to oil up?
69 people.
What's 69?
Yeah, 73 people in the, 73 people in Universal Tower Defense are in. I think they are in the game, releasing the game now.
What do you mean there are still 30 people left?
They are 73.
31.
Refresh your Roblox. Yeah, where am I gonna get the codes from?
I don't know.
I don't think they'll drop the codes the second the update drop. I think we need to wait like 10 minutes. No problem. It will take more time. It will take at least that much time to see the lobby. Yeah, by the way, Roblox gonna crash. Yeah, this game has more hype than Anime Vanguard for some reason and somehow.
Please, are you sure this game was made by Enemy Bot?
Yes,
How you done for it?
yes.
I want to run here on Discord server, but no one is open there.
Because we made a new Discord.
What?
Because there is a new Discord server. Yours 10. The game should be out.
Yo, pause!
Oh, it's not out. I think it's gonna be like at 10:1.
Pause, I need this.
I need the speed. I'm kinda homeless. Speed! I need this. I know how it will work. I'll join Emperor and Rivals. They'll say you are banned for exploiting, but I don't know how I was banned from exploiting. And then I need to do this 3 times. Then I need to make this. And it should be done. Wait. I think they delayed the release 2-3 months. Let me see. Fast. You announce. Bro, we need this. We are kinda hopeless. We are waiting for Universal. We need this. You give us. Guys, give us Universal. We need this. We all are kind of hopeless, waiting for Universal to release, to get to Marco Inc. Go to YT. Your YouTube? You're telling me to go to YouTube? Yeah. I am in YouTube. Now what do I do? Yeah, what do I do now?
That was the end. But what if it was just the beginning of something even darker?
Let's see.
In the final chapter of Bleach, we saw Yuabak's lingering presence nearly break into the world 10 years after his defeat. But here's the thing. Kazooie erased it like it was nothing. That's suspicious. Now think about this. What if Yuabak wasn't just fading away? What if he was being dragged into hell? The Bleach Hell arc teaser shows Shinigami being pulled down after death. And Yuhabak, being a transcendent being beyond life and death, could be trapped down there too.
Game out, game out.
There's join event thing on.
My brother just rage baited me.
Could be trapped down there too. And here's the
You
wild part.
Pumpkin had a good
Some
idea.
fans
Open
believe
YouTube and
Yuhabak
let's
isn't
see.
done. That hell might be using it.
I'm
Feeding off his
YouTube.
power, maybe
Using
even
YouTube.
planning to release
We
it as
are
a weapon
seeing
against the
some
Soul
shots.
Society. So, what if Yuhabak didn't lose?
Just open my
What if
live
just
stream
claimed
again.
him as their ultimate ace? And Kazui's strange powers? Maybe he's the key to sealing or unleashing that power. Did Kazui really erase Yuhabak, or did something way darker happen? In the final chapter of Bleach, we see Yuhabaka's energy leaking back into the Soul Society, and out of nowhere, Kazui touches it, and it's just gone. No fight, no struggle, just erased. But here's the thing, Yuhabak's power lingered for 9 whole years after his death. That's not normal. And Kazui? We don't even know what his powers are yet. Some fans think Kazui didn't destroy Yuhabak. He sealed him, or maybe transferred him to hell. What if Soul Society didn't want the world to know he's not truly gone? So did Kazui really erase Yuhabak, or did he just bury the truth? Bleach's ending might not be as peaceful as it looked. Want more hidden Bleach theories? You know what to do.
Bro,
Did
Bleach
Kazui
ain't
really
ending.
erase Yuhabak?
Hell, Arc is coming.
Bro,
Do you know why Squad Zero's defeat is actually more embarrassing than Gote 13's defeat? Firstly, over a millennium ago, Gote 13 easily annihilated the Quincy's despite having a disadvantage in numbers. The fact that during the Quincy invasion, Soul Reapers aren't able to do significant damage to the Quincy suggests that there is something more to it than meets the eye. Apart from being strong, there are several reasons behind the Quincy's success, such as having enough information against the enemies, stealing the Bankai, and keeping their motives hidden up until the last minute. The Quincy's came fully prepared with enough information on high-ranking Soul Reapers and knew almost everything about them, but on the other hand, after Squad Zero coming down and behaving all high and mighty, and even clowning Gote 13 for their loss. They were even informed and knew that Yuha and the Schutzstaffel were arriving, which Gote 13 didn't know, and were ambushed. After all the prep time they could have gotten, and even Ichibei telling Ichigo that the Gote 13 can't do a simple job, Yuha and Yuryu was all that was needed to make them into a near stage of death, if not that Ichigo called out Ichibei's name to resurrect him, and now they will have to fall on Gote 13 and a substitute Soul Reaper to fight the Schutzstaffel.
Hey,
Do you know
yo.
why Squad Zero's defeat is actually...
Yo, ain't my fault.
Do you know why Squad... Do you know why Squad Zero's defeat is actually more embarrassing?
Yo, have you watched Bleach? Pumpkin.
Was Coyote Stark truly the strongest Espada? Fans often give that title to Ulquiorra because of his Segunda Etapa
Where my
form
brother
and his
is... No? Yo, my brother is rage baiting me again, I think. But I am. Yeah, he definitely rage baited me.
because of his Segunda Etapa
But
form
I
and
am-
his epic fight with Ichigo. But Stark's feats deserve more credit, especially now that we know how powerful Shunsui Chiraku really is. Back in the fake Karakura town arc, some fans believed Shunsui was weak or holding back against Stark. But now, after seeing his fight with Lil Barrow, it's clear that Shunsui is anything but weak. Despite his calm and collected demeanor, Shunsui is a master strategist who doesn't fight fair. He uses any tactic, dirty or not, to secure victory. Anyway, let's not forget Stark wasn't just fighting Shunsui. He took on Shunsui, Ukitake, and the Vizorid at the same time. That's 3 captain-class opponents working together. No other Espada faced that level of combined firepower. Sure, Ulquiorra's Segunda Etapa was incredible, but Stark's ability to hold his own against such overwhelming odds makes his case for strongest Espada impossible to ignore. So, who deserves the title? Let me know in the comment.
You search Pumpkin. Yo, Loki. P-O-O-K-K. Pumpkin. Yeah, there's no channels Pumpkin.
Was Coyote Stark
It's no secret that Yuha's main goal was to merge the three separate worlds back into one original primordial world and eliminate the concept of death itself. But if he actually succeeded, what would that reality look like? Sure, death would disappear and with it the fear of dying. On the
Yeah, but
surface,
they mean
this
no.
sounds nice, but here's the dark part that's often overlooked. To create that perfect world, millions would be wiped out during the merger. The sudden destruction of the boundaries between the realms would release unimaginable energy, causing dimensional collapse and massive reishi shockwaves
Yeah, it
strong
did,
enough
but
to
nothing showed
obliterate
up.
countless souls, hollows, and shinigami instantly.
Let's
To him,
try again if
those
you want.
deaths were simply the foundations needed for the new world. With all this information, do you think
I'll
Ichigo
search
is
it
still
again.
right by trying to stop Yuha?
Do it.
It's no
Coyote Stark
Yeah, I'm doing it. P-O-double-K double M-P. Yo, random edits. There's nothing. Except Pokemon.
Did you know that Renji's daughter inherited one of his very specific special talents? Obviously, this will contain some spoilers. Anyway, a few years after the end of the Thousand
Renji
Year Blood
looks
War,
cursed.
Renji and Rukia had a kid together who they named Ichika. Now, Ichika can definitely be described as a problem child who likes to wander around and get in all sorts of trouble. But even from such a young age, she has already shown great promise in terms of becoming a capable Soul Reaper. After all, she's being trained in Zanjutsu by none other than the Baldi himself. However, silly personality and fighting talent are not the only things she inherited from her parents. Someone asked Kubo in a recent Q&A if Ichika also inherited her mother's insane drawing skills, to which he said that she is leaning more towards Renji's artistic talents. And even though they're different from Rukia's, they're just as bad. Did you know that Renji's daughter inherited one of his... Did you know that Kubo revealed the secret behind foreshadowing in Bleach? Everyone knows Bleach is often regarded as one of the series with some of the best foreshadowing in the anime world. However, it's also notoriously known for a bunch of people saying that a lot of it are just fan theories and are not actual foreshadowing. Some of the more popular examples would be Ichigo not being able to hear Old Man Zangetsu's real name due to
Yo,
Ichigo
that's
deleting
your
it with his
channel?
ink, which took place 450 chapters prior to Ichibei even being introduced. Or when Kenny asked Yachiru where she came from and she touched his Zanpakuto. And there are
Is
countless
that your
more
channel?
examples just like that. Well, in the Jet art book interview a few years back, Kubo talked about how his approach to foreshadowing might be a tad different than usual. He said how he is a big fan of thriller movies, but that he hates how some foreshadowing can be pretty obvious and easily spotted, making the outcome also somewhat easier to predict.
No,
That's why he decided to make
my face?
foreshadowing in Bleach extremely subtle
Yeah, I'll
and difficult
sub.
to spot to the point where people would doubt the two events were actually
Let me
connected,
sub.
which would lead people to debate it with friends, and that's the whole beauty of it, as stated by Kubo. Did you know that Renji's daughter inherited one of...
Doing Gatha only again, but yo, sometimes the release gets
Did it actually delete?
yes, bro.
Well, like somebody said in your chat, delete for a day.
He after the I went to Discord and everything. He said April Fools for some reason. Lol. Yo, let me see the Discord real quick. This is a game I'm excited about after so much time. Sub announcement. Yo, what's this? They just said member count. Damn. What? Four new maps you could look at before release. By the way, Commander and Final Valley got reworked. I'm also giving away a bundle of people. Okay, they are just active right now.
What?
They are active in their Discord. They are saying like the game will release soon.
Did you know that Renji's...
They said Universe is gonna release soon.
Did you know that Rangiku has a nickname for Toshiro's adult form, and it's just what you... Did you ever wonder what kind of relationship did Ichigo's and Uryu's moms have? We all remember that someone on Reddit just asked what is the simplest explanation for why we've never seen Aizen's Bankai. They even elaborated by saying that Aizen himself stated that he reached the limits of a Shinigami, and considering everything else we know about him, it's definitely safe to assume that he achieved Bankai. Which brings us back to that original question, why did he never use it? Well, some fans proposed a theory which not only sounds true, but would likely be the best explanation possible. They said that activating his Bankai would deactivate his Shikai, but not just temporarily disable it, it would literally Did you know that Ichigo actually loves to fight? Yes, he obviously Did you know that Kira and Shuhei were supposed to be Did you know that Kubo just revealed why Shinji is so good at Kido? We all know that Shinji is often praised because of his incredibly broken Shikai, but something that might be just as impressive are his Kido powers. So far we've seen him use Kido only 3 times, but every single one of those was pretty damn impressive. First was when he knocked Ichigo out, and we all know that a weak spell wouldn't manage that. Second is him revealing Aizen during the turn back the pendulum arc, which let's be real is still impressive as hell to this day. And last was him shocking everyone when he fired a Hado number 91 at Gerard without an incantation no less. All of this led one fan to ask Kubo on his club outside page if Shinji always had a knack for ki,
What?
or if he specifically worked on it because his Zanpakuto doesn't have techniques that cause direct damage. To which Kubo said
You can make yourself.
that Shinji is actually very talented at everything, so
Yeah,
he mastered
very
Kido without
useful.
too much difficulty as well. Did you know that one animator just turned his grandma into a Bleach character? Did you know that Yoruichi showed up? Did you know that Burn the Witch takes place during the same time as another important event in the Bleach universe? Now, in case you don't already know, Did you know that it was revealed how Unohana knew that Aizen's body was a fake? We all remember that during Aizen that the effect of his Kyoka Suigetsu places the person under a perfect hypnosis that alters all of their 5 senses. So how is it possible that she could tell something was wrong? Well, some of the fans theorized that it was the difference in experience between the two of them. While Aizen might have all the possible theoretical knowledge about the corpses, Unohana has seen and examined way more of them firsthand and likely knows something from experience that he doesn't. And when one of the fans asked Kubo regarding this exact topic on his club outside page, he said pretty much the same thing, which confirms this theory. Did you know that it was revealed how Unohana knew that Aizen's body was a fake? We all remember that during Aizen's grand reveal this was supposed to be the best month of 2025 for the Bleach fanbase, but it started off as the worst. It's only been 2 days into December and we already got 2 very sad pieces of news. Now later this month during its stage at Jump Festa, it was heavily hinted that Bleach will showcase the trailer as well as the exact release date for the final core of the 1000-Year Blood War. But even though this month was supposed to be extremely exciting, it started off with these 2 things. First was Kubo announcing that his friend and dog Uni sadly passed away. The little guy was battling an illness for some time now, and was fortunate enough to live much longer than expected. But even until the very end, Uni never lost his liveliness and was loved by everyone. And thankfully, his memory will live on forever, since Osushi from Burn the Witch manga was based on him. And second, later that same day, we got news that Chad's voice actor Hiroki Yasumoto was in a car accident. But fortunately, he is in a good condition with only minor injuries and recovering quickly. This was supposed to be the best month of 2020. Did you know that Hanataro almost became a lieutenant of Squad 8? We know that Shunsui was the captain. Did you ever wonder who are the strongest lieutenants in Bleach? Well, in that case, here's the list of the top 5 by the end of the 1000-Year Blood War. Honorable mention goes to Chojuro, who is sitting at number 6. Just the fact that he has a Bankai which is strong enough to damage Yama already places him above most lieutenants. Number 5 goes to one and only Hachigo. His Kido is simply crazy overpowered. He managed to fully restrain a hollowified captain before even becoming a Visored, not to mention that he contained the blast from Soifan's Bankai. Number 4 goes to Kira. After he got modified by Kurotsushi, his spiritual pressure got confused for that of a captain as seen in the novels. And on top of that, he has the strongest Shikai out of all lieutenants. However, this place would likely go to Shuhei if we count the events after he achieved his Bankai. Number 3 goes to Rukia. There is simply no way any of those listed prior would stand a chance against her Bankai. But then there is Nemu at number 2. Even though her power-up is very situational, it was strong enough to temporarily overpower someone who is above captain level. And the strongest lieutenant, for obvious reasons, is Renji. Did you ever wonder
Renji,
did
about
you know that
right.
Grimjo was originally not intended to live for very long? We all remember someone on Reddit posted the coolest Ichigo Bankai theory ever, and now the fans wish it turns. Did you know that Komamura has a pet dog? We all know that Sajin has been a source of a lot of mysteries in Bleach, the first of which started when his real face got revealed during his fight with Kenny. And it was only in the 1000-Year Blood War that we learned about the Wolfman clan, which explained why he is the only animal-human hybrid in the series, but has also left us with more questions than answers. However, there are a few more things that Kubo revealed about Komamura that not many fans know about. Now, this very funny video that someone recently shared on Reddit isn't directly connected to it, but it reminded me of something that was shown in the official Bleach bootleg. Komamura has a pet dog called Goro, whom he personally takes on walks and cares for. It was also revealed that Komamura can understand dog speech, so he often translates conversations between Goro and Iba as explained in the novels. Did you know that Komamura has a pet dog? We all know that Sajin has been a source of a lot of mystery. Did you know that Yoruichi and Kira got caught doing something extremely weird, which created a very big misunderstanding? We all know that Kira lost a good chunk of his body during the Thousand-Year Blood War, which ended up killing him, but was then brought back by Kurotsuchi. Well, in the light novels, it was stated that Kira is a masterpiece of body remodeling technology, since usually a wound like that isn't fixable. And a few years after the Quincy War, Yoruichi and Kira had a meeting with the headmaster of the Shinigami Academy. However, at one point, the headmaster left the room, leaving the two of them alone. Now, Yoruichi's years with Urahara must have rubbed off on her as she got very curious about Kira's hole and how Kurotsuchi managed to fix him up. So she basically jumped on him and started taking his robes off. This is when the headmaster walked back in with a couple of students, which immediately created a misunderstanding that later turned into a rumor that the two of them were doing, well, you know. Did you know that someone on Reddit asked, why isn't Yhwach a perfect hybrid like the Soul King, considering that he is his son? We know that in the scene in which Yhwach arrived at the Soul King palace and stabbed Adonais, he referred to him as his father, but their relationship is actually way more complicated than what that one word implies. It was stated that Yhwach was born approximately 1200 years ago. However, thanks to the scenes Kubo added in the Core 3 of the Thousand-Year Blood War, we now know that this wasn't the first time he was born. It was revealed that the Quincy King originally existed in the primordial world a million years ago and has lived alongside Adonais. That same scene also shows that he was simply reincarnated later on. Now, this pretty much proves that Soul King intentionally created Yhwach, but it also leaves us with two other questions. First is why, which is a topic for an entire different video, but the second is how he did it. And while there is a chance that Yhwach is his biological son, it's also very unlikely considering how Adonais is supposed to represent a godlike entity of this universe, which would mean that Adonais created him and is his spiritual father rather than biological, which would also mean that he decided to make him a Quincy. Someone on Reddit asked, why isn't Yhwach a perfect hybrid like the Soul? Did you know that Shunsui's shadow can actually store way more people than you think? To this day, this man Zanpakuto is one of the most complex and mysterious things in the entire Bleach universe. Anytime he shows a new ability, we are just left with more questions than answers. However, we do know that one of his Shikai games, called Kajioni, allows Shunsui to manipulate shadows in many different ways. He can even enter his own shadow, which sort of functions like a mini pocket dimension, which he can then use to hide and launch surprise attacks. And in the Thousand-Year Blood War, we learned that he can pull others into this shadow dimension too. This made one of the fans ask Kubo, how many people exactly can Shunsui store?
Yo, let me see, is the game out?
What is the name of the game?
Yo, I'm so much
What's the name of the game?
an Universal Tower Defense. I'm so excited, but I'm streaming from 3 hours now. I'm just watching YouTube shorts because I ain't playing a game. Universal Tower Defense. Oh, sub announce.
Made one of the fans ask Kubo how many people exactly
gonna
can
watch
Shunsui
YouTube.
store in his dimension and for how long, to which Kubo said that it depends on his efforts. And while this answer is pretty vague, it does prove that the only limit to that number is Shunsui's own spiritual energy. Now, considering that he easily held Nanao and himself in there while fully exhausted and severely injured, there's a good chance he could actually hide quite a few captains in there at the same time, maybe even all of them. Did you know that Shunsui's Did you know that it just got revealed that the biggest weakness of Shinji's Shikai is actually a lie? Did you ever wonder what exactly did Kurotsuchi do to Kira in the Thousand-Year Blood War? Did you know that Ichigo's voice actor Marita Masakazu Someone on Reddit asked if Hitsuga... So one anime fan recently made a post about how Bleach saved their life. About a month ago, the user that... Did you know that there is a reason why Orihime didn't heal Kira's body? We all remember that the first Quincy invasion happened suddenly, and that the Soul Reapers were obviously underprepared for it. This caused Kira to be amongst the first ones to directly run into the Stern Ritters and immediately get a part of his body blown away by Bosby. And while this wasn't shown in the anime, we did get to see Kurotsuchi fixing him up in the databooks, which then led to this scene at the end of Core 3 where he shows up with a new drip and starts fighting Lilla. Now it's implied that Kira became stronger after whatever madness this man did to him, not to mention that viewers also loved his new look. However, this also prompted some fans to ask Kubo if Orihime couldn't just fix that hole on his body, to which Kubo said that she likely could, but that it seems like Kira likes it that way. Did you know that there is a reason why Orihime didn't? Did you know that Yoruichi got a job after the Thousand-Year Blood War? Did you know that Kubo just revealed which Captain-class Soul Reapers can't use healing Kido? In the most recent did you know that we just got a clue which indicates that Bleach might continue after the Thousand-Year Blood War? Now, in case you don't already know, there is a lot of Bleach content that hasn't been adapted yet. The biggest one is the still very much unfinished Hell Arc, which covers the events 12 years after the Quincy War. And just like the name suggests, it is set to explore the very mysterious realm of Hell. There are also light novels that cover the events during the 17-month time skip between the fight with Aizen and Fullbring arc, but also a lot of the stuff that happens after the 1,000-year Blood War. And finally there is Burn the Witch, which is situated in the same world as Bleach, but focuses on Soul Society's West Branch located in the United Kingdom. Now many fans believe and are hopeful that Bleach will continue after the final core of the 1,000-year Blood War, but there is really no way to know. However, just yesterday the Bleach team did something that makes that dream seem a bit more realistic. Despite the facts that the 1,000-year Blood War already released 3 cores, and that the final one is dropping next year, Bleach team for some reason decided to just now make the official YouTube channel. They even promised to release more new content on it after the upcoming big announcement on Jump Festa in December, which doesn't seem like something you'd do if the show was ending. Did you know that we just got a clue which indicates that Bleach might continue after the 1,000-year Blood War? Now, in case you don't already know, there is a lot of Bleach content that hasn't been. According to Bleach fans, what are the saddest moments in the series? Did you know that Urahara and Rukia originally went behind Yamamoto's back to retrieve Ichigo's powers? We all remember the. Did you know that the first Mugen prisoner might be one of the original Goatee 13 captains? In the most recent Q&A with Kubo, one fan asked him what kind of meals do Mugen prisoners get, to which he said they don't. Honestly, this should be pretty obvious considering it was stated that all Mugen prisoners are there because they cannot be killed. So
He got lucky one time, and on his one video he got so many views. Before he had like 30 subscribers less than me, and after that shot he had 500. Somehow he got lucky.
they could just starve them to death. That's exactly what they would have done. However, this question wasn't pointless, because just like any other time this topic is brought up, Kubo once again implied that there might be more Mugen prisoners that haven't been revealed yet. So far, we know of Aizen and Soya Azashiro, also known as the 8th Kenpachi. But here's something interesting that you likely didn't know. Thanks to this Twitter user, it was revealed that there is a popular theory amongst the Japanese fans that one of the original Goatee 13 captains might be imprisoned there as well. After all, they would be perfect candidates,
Let me
considering
come
they were
one
all-
sec.
A few Bleach fans just went, did you know that Kubo revealed something pretty funny?
I'm coming. bro.
Did you know that Gin as a kid was even stronger than most fans realized? We know that this man was one of the youngest captains, and yet in terms of ability, he is almost on par with the strongest ones. We never really did see him go all out in a real fight, but he did toy around with Hollow Mask Ichigo, and has even managed to put a giant hole in Aizen. But his terrifying potential was seen even when he was younger. It was stated that his genius is on par with Hitsugaya, and he even graduated from the Shinigami Academy in just 1 year. Now the only feat we do have of him at that age is him defeating the 3rd seed of Squad 5, which you might be thinking isn't way too impressive. However, you'd be wrong. While Gin is likely a few decades old there, his appearance and physical maturity is that of a child somewhere around the same age as Ichigo's sisters, meaning he should be no more than 11 or 12 years old in human sense. And not only did he defeat a 3rd seed at that age, but he did it effortlessly, which should easily place him at around lieutenant level, but for all we know, he might be even more powerful than most of them already. Did you know that Gin as a kid was even stronger than most fans realized? We know that this man was one of the youngest captains, and yet in terms of ability, he is almost on par with the strongest ones. We never really did see him go all out in a real fight, but he did toy around with Hollow Mask Ichigo, and has even managed to put a giant hole in Aizen. But his terrifying potential was seen even when he was younger. It was stated that his genius is on par with Hitsugaya, and he even graduated from the Shinigami Academy in just 1 year. Now the only feat we do have of him at that age is him defeating the 3rd seed of Squad 5, which you might be thinking isn't way too impressive. However, you'd be wrong. While Gin is likely a few decades old there, his appearance and physical maturity is that of a child somewhere around the same age as Ichigo's sisters, meaning he should be no more than 11 or 12 years old in human sense. And not only did he defeat a 3rd seed at that age, but he did it effortlessly, which should easily place him at around lieutenant level, but for all we know, he might be even more powerful than most of them already. Did you know that Gin as a kid was even stronger than most fans realized? We know that this man was one of the youngest captains, and yet in terms of ability, he is almost on par with the strongest ones. We never really did see him go all out in a real fight, but he did toy around with Hollow Mask Ichigo, and has even managed to put a giant hole in Aizen. But his terrifying potential was seen even when he was younger. It was stated that his genius is on par with Hitsugaya, and he even graduated from the Shinigami Academy in just 1 year. Now the only feat we do have of him at that age is him defeating the 3rd seed of Squad 5, which you might be thinking isn't way too impressive. However, you'd be wrong. While Gin is likely a few decades old there, his appearance and physical maturity is that of a child somewhere around the same age as Ichigo's sisters, meaning he should be no more than 11 or 12 years old in human sense. And not only did he defeat a 3rd seed at that age, but he did it effortlessly, which should easily place him at around lieutenant level, but for all we know, he might be even more powerful than most of them already. Did you know that Gin as a kid was even stronger than most fans realized? We know that this man was one of the youngest captains, and yet in terms of ability, he is almost on par with the strongest ones. We never really did see him go all out in a real fight, but he did toy around with Hollow Mask Ichigo, and has even managed to put a giant hole in Aizen. But his terrifying potential was seen even when he was younger. It was stated that his genius is on par with Hitsugaya, and he even graduated from the Shinigami Academy in just 1 year. Now the only feat we do have of him at that age is him defeating the 3rd seed of Squad 5, which you might be thinking isn't way too impressive. However, you'd be wrong. While Gin is likely a few decades old there, his appearance and physical maturity is that of a child somewhere around the same age as Ichigo's sisters, meaning he should be no more than 11 or 12 years old in human sense. And not only did he defeat a 3rd seed at that age, but he did it effortlessly, which should easily place him at around lieutenant level, but for all we know, he might be even more powerful than most of them already. Did you know that Gin as a kid was even stronger than most fans realized? We know that this man was one of the youngest captains, and yet in terms of ability, he is almost on par with the strongest ones. We never really did see him go all out in a real fight, but he did toy around with Hollow Mask Ichigo, and has even managed to put a giant hole in Aizen. But his terrifying potential was seen even when he was younger. It was stated that his genius is on par with Hitsugaya, and he even graduated from the Shinigami Academy in just 1 year. Now the only feat we do have of him at that age is him defeating the 3rd seed of Squad 5, which you might be thinking isn't way too impressive. However, you'd be wrong. While Gin is likely a few decades old there, his appearance and physical maturity is that of a child somewhere around the same age as Ichigo's sisters, meaning he should be no more than 11 or 12 years old in human sense. And not only did he defeat a 3rd seed at that age, but he did it effortlessly, which should easily place him at around lieutenant level, but for all we know, he might be even more powerful than most of them already. Did you know that Gin as a kid was even stronger than most fans realized? We know that this man was one of the youngest captains, and yet in terms of ability, he is almost on par with the strongest ones. We never really did see him go all out in a real fight, but he did toy around with Hollow Mask Ichigo, and has even managed to put a giant hole in Aizen. But his terrifying potential was seen even when he was younger. It was stated that his genius is on par with Hitsugaya, and he even graduated from the Shinigami Academy in just 1 year. Now the only feat we do have of him at that age is him defeating the 3rd seed of Squad 5, which you might be thinking isn't way too impressive. However, you'd be wrong. While Gin is likely a few decades old there, his appearance and physical maturity is that of a child somewhere around the same age as Ichigo's sisters, meaning he should be no more than 11 or 12 years old in human sense. And not only did he defeat a 3rd seed at that age, but he did it effortlessly, which should easily place him at around lieutenant level, but for all we know, he might be even more powerful than most of them already. Did you know that Gin as a kid was even stronger than most fans realized? We know that this man was one of the youngest captains, and yet in terms of ability, he is almost on par with the strongest ones. We never really did see him go all out in a real fight, but he did toy around with Hollow Mask Ichigo, and has even managed to put a giant hole in Aizen. But his terrifying potential was seen even when he was younger. It was stated that his genius is on par with Hitsugaya, and he even graduated from the Shinigami Academy in just 1 year. Now the only feat we do have of him at that age is him defeating the third seed of Squad 5, which you might be thinking isn't way too impressive. However, you'd be wrong. While Gin is likely a few decades old there, his appearance and physical maturity is that of a child somewhere around the same age as Ichigo's sisters, meaning he should be no more than 11 or 12 years old in human sense. And not only did he defeat a third seed at that age, but he did it effortlessly, which should easily place him at around lieutenant level, but for all we know, he might be even more powerful than most of them already. Did you know that Gin as a kid was even stronger than most fans realized? We know that this man was one of the youngest captains, and yet in terms of ability, he is almost on par with the strongest ones. We never really did see him go all out in a real fight, but he did toy around with Hollow Mask Ichigo, and has even managed to put it. Hole in Aizen, but his terrifying potential was seen even when he was younger. It was stated that his genius is. Someone on Reddit asked what exactly was Aizen's goal. They even elaborated by saying that the two things we know about him contradict each other. First is that he wants to replace the Soul King and single-handedly rule over everything. And second is what Ichigo said about him being lonely and wanting to find someone who is his equal. Well, the problem is that Aizen's character is not as simple as black and white. His ego doesn't literally everyone. Thus he believes it is his right to sit atop the heavens, and to quote this user, not be ruled by a mutilated chicken nugget. However, he has the other side of him which Ichigo saw through their battle, but that Aizen likely doesn't want to admit exists, which is the fact that he's lonely and wants to find someone he can consider his equal. And yes, creating Hogyoku and seeking even more power contradicts this part of his personality, but it's important to not forget two things about Aizen. First is that just like Urahara or any other scientist, he is obsessed with attaining knowledge about anything that is yet undiscovered, which is why he got so excited when he accidentally created his little hybrid project. And second is that he is extremely egotistical. Aizen doesn't care about his goals contradicting each other. He just believes it is his right to achieve them. Someone on Reddit asked, did you know that Kubo used to be bad at drawing female? Someone on Reddit just posted the craziest Bleach artwork you will likely ever see in your life. Everyone knows that Bleach fanbase is made up of some of the wildest anime fans out there. In a video a few months back, we already covered an incident in which police confiscated real-life Ichigos and Renji's Zanpakuto. And then just recently, we even talked about how someone did a leaf-carving art of Aizen's Kyoka Suigetsu reveal moment. There was also the famous football player and his Diamond Soul Reaper badge, not to mention Grimjo voice actor and Grimjo car. However, this next one is something I never thought I'd say, but a Bleach fan just made Bleach with Bleach. Yes, I know that sounds a bit weird, but basically this guy who goes by the name Kent on his socials creates fan art drawings on shirts with just a bottle of bleach and a brush. And his latest work included two of our favorite Kenpachis, as well as the Mr. Hypnosis himself. Someone on Reddit just posted the craziest Bleach artwork you will likely ever see in your life. Everyone knows that Did you know that Soifon almost killed Ichigo at one point? Now every Bleach fan knows that Soifon is obsessed with Yoruichi and quite literally worships the ground she walks on. And during the Soul Society arc, Ichigo also grew quite close to our favorite cat lady. Well, at the end of that same arc, quite a few things happened while the gang was staying in Soul Society to heal and rest before going back home. And while few of them got covered in the anime and manga, even more of them were revealed in the light novels. In one of those scenes, Rukia was trying to prepare curry for Byakuya. However, curry mix is not something one can easily find in the Soul Society, so Ichigo went to ask Yoruichi for some. And after tracing her spiritual pressure to Squad 2 barracks, he ran into Soifon. She told him that Yoruichi is sleeping and that he can't disturb her. Ichigo himself said that judging on her spiritual pressure, Soifon really meant to kill him. Did you know that Soifon almost killed Ichigo? Did you know that there's something very weird about Ichigo's school that most fans... Did you ever wonder how the hell did Gin manage to restrain and carry Kenpachi so easily? Right after Byakuya went to see Rukia to tell her that Central 46 decided to execute her for transferring her powers to a human, the former ran into Gin and Kenny, who started teasing him about the whole situation. But as things were starting to get a bit heated, Gin restrained Kenny and dragged him away. However, after watching more of the show and realizing how freaking powerful this man is, many fans started wondering how the hell did Gin even manage to pull that off? Well, there are two possible answers. First is that this might be the same sealing Kido Yoruichi used on Mr. Kuchiki later on in that bridge scene. After all, catching someone by surprise with a restraining Kido would definitely make things a whole lot easier. But of course there is another possible explanation, which is that Gin has Toon Force. It's well known that the power of comedy overcomes all power scaling. Did you ever wonder how the hell did Gin manage to restrain and carry Kenpachi so easily? Right after Byakuya went to see Rukia to tell her that Central 46 decided to execute her for transferring her powers to a human, the former ran into Gin and Kenny, who started teasing him about the whole situation. But as things were starting to get a bit heated, Gin restrained Kenny and dragged him away. However, after watching more of the show and realizing how freaking powerful this man is, many fans started wondering how the hell did Gin even manage to pull that off? Well, there are two possible answers. First is that this might be the same sealing Kido Yoruichi used on Mr. Kuchiki later on in that bridge scene. After all, catching someone by surprise with a restraining Kido would definitely make things a whole lot easier. But of course, there is another possible explanation, which is that Gin has Toon Force. It's well known that the power of comedy overcomes all power scaling. Did you ever wonder how the hell? Did you know that Kubo just revealed why every Bleach character with powers lives in Karakura Town? Something that fans found interesting. Someone on Reddit posted this image asking the question, what matchups are literally this? And the very first comment was Ichigo versus Yuhabaha, which honestly is pretty funny, but the question is it actually true? Yes, what makes Yuhabaha so incredibly broken is his almighty, but even without it, he is far more powerful than people give him credit for. First of all, IQ and battle IQ go to the Mustache King. Ichigo is by no means dumb, but he isn't smarter than the oldest Quincy in existence. Attack potency should definitely go to Ichigo. However, I don't think anyone has more destructive capability than Yuhabaha after he absorbed the Soul King, except Adonais himself, of course. Now, these 6 remaining feats are not exactly the Quincy King's specialty, but despite that, there are very few characters in the verse who would beat him in any of those. That said, Ichigo is definitely one of them. The only thing Yuhabaha likely takes is durability. After all, the man is basically immortal. Someone on Reddit posted this image asking the question, what matchups are literally this? And the very first comment was Ichigo versus Yuhabaha, which honestly is pretty funny, but the question is it actually true? Yes, what makes Yuhabaha so incredibly broken is his... Someone on Reddit posted this image at, did you know Orihime played a major role in helping Ichigo get his powers back after he lost them in his fight with Aizen? It was implied that Rukia initiated the whole thing, while Urahara with the help of Ishin and his Zanpakuto developed the tool that they would need to transfer spiritual energy from Gote 13 members to Ichigo. However, there is one detail missing from that equation. We learn in the light novels that a few weeks after the big fight with Aizen, Orihime went to visit Rukia in the Soul Society. And during their talk, Orihime said how ever since he lost his powers, Ichigo seems so lost and confused. She also stated how he puts on a brave face, but his eyes can't hide his loneliness. Orihime then broke down in tears, saying that she would do anything to give him his powers back. She even tried using her abilities on him, but it didn't work, and now she doesn't know what to do. Which is when Rukia said that she doesn't need to worry and to leave the rest to her. Did you know Orihime played a major role in helping Did you know that Kubo revealed the true reason why Shuhei and Kira could never become captains? And no, it's not the Bankai issue. Now, we all know that their respective captains abandoned their post alongside Aizen in the Soul Society arc, but the two of them only got the position of acting captains until the role was filled by Vizard later on. Obviously, the fans believed that they couldn't become captains because they hadn't achieved Bankai yet, as that was usually a requirement. However, in the Jet art book interview, Kubo revealed another reason. He said that considering the circumstances of what happened, he actually thought that it would be fine to promote Shuhei and Kira to captain positions without them undergoing usual tests. But after thinking about it a bit more, Kubo believed that there was another issue. Both of them are hard workers and great lieutenants, but to quote Kubo's exact words, the pair really give the impression that they don't have what it takes, which is likely referring to their lack of character compared to other captains. Did you know that Kubo revealed the true reason why Shuhei and Kira could... Did you know that the reason many fans underestimate Vasto Lorda Hollows is actually not true? Thanks to Hitsugaya's speech in Ichigo's room, we learned that there are 3 classes of Menos Grande Hollows: Gillian, Ajuchas, and by far the most powerful Vasto Lorda. He even said that Vasto Lorde are more powerful than Gote 13 captains. Now in the anime, we've only ever seen 4 of them, which not so surprisingly are the top 4 ranked Espada. And we already broke down in a few other videos why their performances really did prove that they are stronger than average captains. However, something else that troubles many viewers is Haribel's backstory. In it, we've seen her get defeated by Ajuchas class Arankar, even though she was already a Vasto Lorda back then. This made fans believe that Vasto Lorde are much weaker than what we were initially told, and that what made Hollows truly powerful is becoming an Arankar. But that's actually not true. After all, Haribel's backstory doesn't exist in the manga. It was just an anime filler placed in an otherwise canon episode. Did you know that the reason many... Did you know that Shunsui is actually a great captain? Obviously, this doesn't refer to his strength and abilities, because in that regard, he is one of the best. The thing we're talking about here are his duties as a captain, which we know he often neglects. He usually pushes things such as paperwork on his lieutenant/niece while he slacks off or goes around drinking. And while neglecting important administrative work doesn't make Shunsui look like a very good captain, there is another reason why he is perfect for the role. In the Bleach light novels, it was stated that Shunsui goes on patrols every morning, during which he talks with as many squad members as possible. And if he spots any that are low on morale, he would later invite them to a bar and talk to them about whatever was troubling them until they were happy again. Did you know that Shunsui is actually a great captain? Obviously, this doesn't refer to his strength and abilities, because in that Here are 3 of the coolest things Bleach fans have ever done. We all remember the Soul Reaper badge Ukitake gave to Ichigo at the end of the Soul Society arc, which was not only used as proof of his status as a substitute Shinigami, but has also played a pretty big role later on. Well, a player from Dallas Cowboys football team called Osa Odigazua got himself what looks like a diamond version of the Soul Reaper badge. Yeah, that man definitely blasts #1 in his headphones during practice. But then we have this fan that made a leaf cut out of Aizen's famous Kyoka Suigetsu reveal moment. Honestly, that might be the most impressive piece of art I've ever seen. It's scary to even think about how the hell one achieves that. However, this next one is pretty up there too. David Vincent is an American voice actor who voices characters such as Gilgamesh, Nanami, and Grimjo. Yet it seems like he isn't just Grimjo's voice actor, but also his massive fan. After all, he themed his entire car after him. Here are 3 of the coolest things Bleach fans have ever done. We all remember... Someone on Reddit said that Shinji is the strongest mid-tier captain, but is that actually true? Many fans like to categorize Goten. Did you know that there is a specific reason why Harubel survived Aizen's attack in the fake Karakura town? Now we all remember how it went down. After Aizen witnessed his Espada's not-so-impressive performance, he decided to get rid of the remaining members and take matters into his own hands. But after he cut Harubel down, everyone originally assumed she died. However, that turned out to be false after she was confirmed to have become the new queen of Hueco Mundo in the 1,000-year Blood War. Now you must be thinking that her wound was simply not fatal, and that she just healed with time, but that's not actually correct. In the Bleach short story called Nestle Tonight, we found out that Harubel was very much dying, and Soul Reapers didn't really have any incentive to help the enemy they just finished fighting. However, Apache swallowed her pride and ran over to Orihime to beg her to save Harubel, and we all know that she would never refuse to help someone. Did you know that there is a specific reason why Harubel survived Aizen? Did you know that Yachiru might have the busiest life out of all the Soul Reapers in Bleach? But this obviously doesn't mean actual work. Yes, squad captains and lieutenants normally have a bunch of obligations, including a lot of administrative stuff and paperwork. However, it was already implied that Squad 11 gets a special treatment. And let's be real, neither of these two are doing that shit. We already know what most Squad 11 members do all day, but Yachiru is somewhat of a wild card who doesn't participate in fights or training like others do. So what does she do all day? Well, what if I told you that most of the stuff we see her do in anime fillers is actually canon, as Kubo pretty much listed all of it in databooks. Things such as attending Yamamoto's tea party, Unohana's flower arranging lessons, and even Captain Kuchiki's calligraphy class. But that one is mostly for the cookies he gives out. She also goes around to eat sweets with other squad members, not to mention steal food like we've seen in the light novels. Obviously, there is also her role as the president of the Shinigami Women's Association, but Yachiru uses that position to order other members to do dumb stuff for her own amusement. She also uses their funds to buy herself toys and candy. Did you know that Yachiru might have the busiest life out of all the Soul Reapers in Bleach? But this obviously doesn't mean actual work. Yes, squad captains and lieutenants normally have a bunch of obligations, including a lot of administrative stuff and paperwork. Did you know that there is a Fullbringer in Bleach that defeated Urahara? We all remember that Fullbringers have the ability to use special powers by utilizing an object they deeply care for. However, what many tend to forget is that the true essence of Fullbring is to alter the soul of any matter, not just a specific item, meaning that they can change shape and properties of pretty much anything. Now, in the light novels, we learn about a Fullbringer called Aura, who due to the way she was raised, didn't manage to create a connection with a single item like other Fullbringers. But because of this, her fundamental Fullbring ability has developed to a whole different level compared to everyone else. She can freely control things such as air, earth, bone, and even blood. This allows her to reshape everything around her, including her own body. Things such as intangibility and healing almost any wound she suffers are within the scope of her ability. But anyway, when she clashed with Urahara, Aura managed to create an attack from moisture in the air that successfully matched his Hado 99. At first, it seemed like she won that fight, but it turned out later that Urahara willingly went with her. However, that doesn't change the fact that she went toe-to-toe with Urahara's immensely powerful Kido, all while neither of them were actually going all out. Did you know that there is a Fullbringer in Bleach Did you know that Quincy Vollständig might be impossible to perform in the human world? We know that Vollständig is an ultimate Quincy technique that greatly enhances one's overall abilities, which is why it usually gets compared to Shinigami's Bankai. Anyway, Vollständig is often paired with another ability called Sklaverei, which is a technique that allows Quincy's to absorb surrounding reishi at a much greater scale than what they usually can. Now, it's unclear if activation of Vollständig allows the person to utilize Sklaverei, or if it's the other way around. But one thing's for sure, Quincy's need a great amount of reishi at their disposal to use and retain Vollständig. And it's already been stated that both Soul Reapers and Hollows are weakened in the human world because of the small concentration of reishi in the atmosphere. So if we consider all that, it's very unlikely that Quincy's could even activate Vollständig there. Did you know that Quincy Vollständig might be impossible to perform in the human world? We know that Vollständig is an ultimate Quincy technique that Did you know that Urahara scammed Shuhei out of a lot of money? Now you might not remember this, but during his fight with Jackie in the Fullbring arc, Renji mentioned how Shuhei brought a motorcycle from the human world to the Soul Society, and even got in trouble for riding it. Some fans assumed that Shuhei stole the bike, but in the light novels it was revealed that he bought it from Urahara alongside an electrical guitar and an amp, who also converted it all from physical into spiritual matter. Kubo then confirmed years later in a Q&A that the model of the bike is Kawasaki Maki Z2, which from my research goes for anywhere between 25 and 40,000 US dollars. And thanks to another interview, we also know that lieutenants earn upwards of 4,000 bucks monthly, meaning that with a decent payment plan, he shouldn't have a problem of paying that off. However, Shuhei confirmed that to this day, the vast majority of all his paychecks go to the Urahara store. Yet it doesn't seem like the problem are the bike or the guitar, but rather the fees that Urahara charges him for reishi conversion of new fuel and electrical generators that he needs to run those things. Did you know that Urahara scammed Shuhei out of a lot of money? Now you might not remember this, but during his fight with Jackie in the Fullbring arc, Renji mentioned how Shuhei brought a motorcycle from the human world to the Soul Society, and even got in trouble for riding.
Join now and claim.
Did you know that there are 8 Zanpakuto in Bleach that we still know basically nothing about? This will obviously not include less important characters and those that we never saw fight, such as Akan or these two. Now the honorable mention goes to Isane since Kubo revealed that her Zanpakuto is an ice type, and we did see its release, so there's at least something. On the other hand, all lieutenant level Visored are still a mystery. Lisa and Hiyori showed their Shikai releases, but it was never explained what either of their abilities. As for these two, it was shown that they both own a Zanpakuto, but it doesn't seem like they ever use them to fight. Iba is in the same boat as the first two Visored. Other than his Shikai release and appearance, there is nothing we know about his Zanpakuto. However, Oetsu is even worse. It was never even confirmed what his personal Zanpakuto looks like. Then there is Yoruichi. We've seen her carrying a blade in one of the flashbacks, but that's really all we know. And in a Q&A just a few days ago, Kubo confirmed that Nemu also has a Zanpakuto, but that we will likely never know what it does. Did you know that there are 8 Zanpakuto in Bleach that we still know basically nothing about? This will obviously not include less. Did you know that Ichigo has a PlayStation 5 but he's not supposed to? And no, this is not a joke. Now the year in which Bleach is set has always been a weird topic. It's heavily implied that the beginning takes place in 2001 since that's when the series started, but also because the entire setting of the world, including technology, matches that conclusion, which was seen in both the manga and the anime. As for the events of the Thousand-Year Blood War, those happened 17 months after Ichigo first met Rukia, meaning that it should be set in 2003. So either Urahara hooked Ichigo up with some goodies from the future, or the animators just had a bit too much fun. Because as you can clearly see in the first 2 episodes of the Thousand-Year Blood War, Ichigo has a smartphone, a tablet, a pair of Yeezys, and even a PlayStation 5. Did you know that Ichigo had...
Did they really need to send their entire army? I'm only one guy. I guess we need defenses, but this is just a little bit overkill.
Did you know that there is a specific reason why Yoruichi never returned to being a captain? We all remember how Aizen set up Urahara during the hollowification incident, which was supposed to lead to a severe punishment for Tessai and him, as well as execution of Visor. But luckily, all of them were saved by Yoruichi, who in turn was banished for her actions. However, after Aizen's plot was revealed and all of them were proven innocent, some of the Visored returned to Gotei 13, meaning that she and others could as well. Now it's obvious why Urahara stayed in the human world. He never really wanted to be a captain, and has only accepted the position because it made his science-oriented lifestyle more convenient, which became even more convenient now that he's in the human world, so why would he go back? Now as for Yoruichi, the popular theory is that she decided to stay with him because of their supposed relationship, but that's not actually the case. During her talk with Soifan in one of the light novels, Yoruichi revealed that being in the human world made her realize how bound she was her whole life, being the princess of one of the 5 great noble families and all that. The human world also taught her what true freedom feels like, and after experiencing it, she didn't want to go back. Did you know that Kubo revealed who are the canonically best-looking male characters in Bleach? And you'll be surprised that Aizen is not one of them. Everyone knows that there are a ton of good-looking characters in the series, and fans even debated many times over the years regarding the most beautiful ones. But that never really led anywhere, as the topic itself is very subjective. That is until Kubo himself decided to answer this on his Club Outside page just last year. He listed 4 of the characters, one of which is a Thousand-Year Blood War spoiler, so you've been warned. The first one is Captain Kuchiki himself, which likely doesn't surprise anyone, but the one that you might not have expected is Sailaporo. Don't get me wrong, he's definitely got the looks, but you would rarely find him in this kind of discussion. Then there is another character that won't shock anyone. After all, he is known as the most majestic-looking Quincy. Yes, it's obviously Haschwalth. And finally, there is Hitsugaya in his adult form. Did you know that Kubo revealed who are the canonically best-looking male characters in Bleach? And you'll be surprised. Did you ever wonder if Gin's Bankai would disappear if he used it continuously? We all remember that Gin's Shikai... So Bleach just made its way into esports, and this collab is pretty insane. And no, unfortunately, I'm not being paid to talk about this, but the whole thing is just so cool that I kind of have to. Anyway, this isn't the first time an anime does this kind of collaboration, but it's the first time for Bleach. So basically, an international esports team, Team Liquid, partnered up with Bleach to drop a collection together, and the items are honestly cool as hell. The one that got the most love so far is this Ichigo varsity jacket, but there are plenty of other pieces of clothing, with my personal favorite being the Urahara Sherpa jacket. However, as someone who spends most of my days in front of the PC, these mugs and keyboard keycaps might be an even better choice. So Bleach just made its way into esports, and this collab is pretty insane. And no, unfortunately, I'm not being paid to talk about this, but the whole... Did you know that Ukitake's voice actor revealed something pretty heartbreaking? Hideo Ishikawa, who gives his voice to many famous characters such as Ukitake and Itachi, has been asked to attend an interview in 2024. And out of many interesting questions, there were 3 that stood out. In the first one, they asked Ishikawa which Ukitake's personality did he like to play more. The serious one, like we've seen during the Kaien incident and when Quincy attacked, or his regular cheerful self. To which he said that he would like a chance to give life to his happy personality once again. This doesn't necessarily confirm that Kubo is working on the arc that shall not be named, but it does prove that even the cast is hopeful it will happen. Second question proved that Ishikawa and Ukitake are actually very similar, as he said that his favorite Bleach character is Yamamoto. But then there's the last and most important question. When asked what was his favorite line in Bleach, Ishikawa revealed that he is envious of other voice actors, since Ukitake is the only captain who never had the opportunity to say Bankai, and he really wanted to say it at least once, especially after seeing how many times Marita, who voices Ichigo, got to spam it. Did you know that there is a very heartwarming story of Byakuya and Rukia bonding that wasn't in the anime? We all remember that at the end of the Soul Society arc, Byakuya told Rukia all about her sister and their time together, but has also opened up about his own past and feelings. However, this wasn't the only such moment they had. In the light novels, we find out that during those next few days, while everyone was recovering from the big fight, Rukia decided to prepare a meal for her big brother. She wanted to make something that she learned about during her time in the human world, and after a lot of struggle acquiring the needed ingredients, she managed to make curry rice. But unfortunately, he couldn't eat such aggressive food due to the damage he sustained. So in the end, she had to make something boring like rice porridge. The moment she brought the porridge to him, she got discouraged, seeing he already had food there that was made by renowned Kuchiki clan chefs. However, Byakuya gladly ended up eating the porridge she made for him, which made Rukia so happy she started shaking. And while he was eating the food, Byakuya listened to the stories of Rukia's time in the human world. Did you know that there is a very heartwarming story of Byakuya and Rukia bonding that wasn't in the anime? We all remember that at the end. Did you know that Kubo just revealed that Ukitake and Kensei are weaker than we previously believed? We all remember that at one point in the fake Karakura town arc, Wonderwise showed up and started wreaking havoc. He first blitzed Ukitake and has then also defeated Mashiro and Kensei. However, he was later stopped by Yama, who was using just his bare fists. Now this whole ordeal led to some chaotic debates within the fanbase, but everyone pretty much agreed that Wonderwise is simply comparable to upper level Espada in strength, which would definitely justify the things he pulled off. But in the latest Q&A, Kubo revealed that Wonderwise's Hiero, while strong, is not on the level of Espada's, which either means that Wonderwise is a glass cannon, or that he is just weaker than we initially believed. If the former is true, then at least Ukitake's reputation is still safe. After all, he got caught by surprise. But Kensei is a different story. He used his Bankai and is still lost to him in a head-on fight. Did you know that Kubo just revealed that Did you know that this scene in Bleach was censored, and for a good reason? We all know that shortly after Ichigo successfully defeated Grimmjow, he was attacked by Noitra, and since the former was severely exhausted at this point, all he could do was defend against the latter's attacks until he was eventually defeated. Then came Nell to the rescue, but unfortunately her adult form ran out very quickly, and thus the gang was back to square one. So that's when Noitra ordered Tesla to finish off Ichigo while he took Orihime hostage. Now in case you don't already know, back in the day, anime was primarily made for TV, meaning that they had to follow their regulations and censor a lot of sensitive content. And the scene in which Noitra puts his fingers over Orihime's mouth to keep her quiet was originally a bit different. In the manga, he instead placed his fingers inside her mouth. Did you know that this scene in Bleach was censored, and for a good reason? We all know that shortly after Ichigo successfully defeated Grimmjow, he was attacked by Noitra, and
On a Magic 8.
did you know that Uryu made dresses for Isane and Unohana? We learned all the way back in the very first arc that Uryu has insane sewing skills. There was even that hilarious anime scene in which he gave Kon a makeover. But other than just fixing up dolls, Uryu is also really good at creating clothes from scratch, even though his taste in them is very questionable as seen at the end of the Soul Society arc. Now during that same time after the fight with Aizen and before the gang left for the human world, Uryu didn't only work on clothes for his friends. You see, it gets explained in the light novels that he had to borrow Squad 4's sewing room to work on those pieces. But in return, Isane asked him to make her a Western-style dress too. Because she is 187 centimeters tall or 6'1", she can't really find dresses like that in her size. Plus, clothes like that are extremely expensive in Soul Society. However, after seeing their lieutenant's new dress, a lot of other female Shinigami wanted one too. So the poor guy ended up making a bunch of them, including one for Unohana as well. Did you know that Uryu made dresses for Isane and Unohana? We learned all the way back in the very first arc that Uryu has insane sewing skills. Did you know that this scene contains 2 more proofs why Urahara is considered the best Bleach character? In the Core 2 of the 1000-Year Blood War, there is a scene in which Urahara notifies Kuratsushi that he found a way to retrieve the Bankais that were stolen by Quincy. And in it, there are 2 very awesome things that the vast majority of the fans overlooked. First is that Urahara successfully placed a communication device on Kuratsuchi without him ever even noticing. Now we can't be sure when he did it, but the fact that Urahara was was listening in on Kurotsuchi for God knows how long without him ever realizing is hilarious, but also another proof of how terrifyingly skillful this man really is. And more importantly, second, even though they were in the middle of a losing war, Kisuke took time to stand inside the Garganta to make that call to our favorite mad scientist while he could have just entered the lab and told him directly. Instead of doing the smart thing to save time, Urahara chose to do what he knew would further antagonize and piss Kurotsuchi off, all for the love of the game. Did you know that this scene contains 2 more proofs why Urahara is considered the best Bleach character? In the court, did you know that Ichigo used his hollow powers in this scene in the 1,000-Year Blood War? We know that during his Dangai training, Ichigo overcame the fear of his hollow side. And it seems that mastering his full bring also helped Ichigo understand how to use his hollow powers a bit better. After all, they are directly connected as stated by Ginjo. And in the beginning of the 1,000-Year Blood War, it was the first time we ever got to see him use a hollow technique without needing to use his mask or hollowification. After he escaped Kyoge's jail, Ichigo seemingly used Flash Step to get to where Byakuya is. However, even in the manga, something wasn't quite right, as immediately after he used it, none of the Quincy could no longer detect Ichigo's Reiatsu, which is a characteristic unique to Hollow's Sonido, not to Shinigami's Flash Step. But the problem is that there was no real way to prove this theory. That is until this scene got animated and the sound effect confirmed that Ichigo really used Sonido. Did you know that Ichigo used his hollow powers in this scene in the 1,000-Year Blood War? Did you know that the Bleach author Tite Kubo is a big K-pop fan? The internet just found a real-life Aizen, and it seems someone on Reddit asked why didn't Uryu have Blute Wayna but Ichigo did. Now we all know that Uryu did awaken Blute Wayna later on in the 1,000-Year Blood War. However, they're obviously referring to the fact that Ichigo not only used this technique before him, but has obtained it even before he knew he was a Quincy, which brings forth the question, why? Well, it was explained by Ishin that Blute Wayna is a technique that pure blood Quincies obtain naturally from birth, while those of mixed blood have to learn it. So it makes sense that Uryu only learned it after he joined Yuha Baha. However, Ichigo is also a Gemished Quincy, so why was he able to use Blute Wayna without learning it? Well, the answer to that question actually lies all the way back in the Soul Society arc, which is when we witnessed this ability for the very first time. During his fight with Kenny, Ichigo was supposed to bleed out from his injuries, but Old Man Zangetsu stopped the bleeding by utilizing Blute Wayna. Yes, meaning that the only reason Ichigo could use it
Yes.
before Uryu was because of Old Man Zangetsu. Someone on Reddit asked why didn't Uryu have Blute Wayna but Ichigo did.
Yo, let me see their DC again. Yo, if the game doesn't update in 15 minutes, I'm gonna end the stream. And it's not a joke. Yo, no announcements, gang. We at least need some information of on the game. Yo, game, give us some info.
Did you know that Kilge was Yuha Baha's most trusted Sternritter? And there is even proof. Now we all know that Yuha Baha left Kilge in charge of the Hueco Mundo mission, and has even entrusted him with keeping Ichigo in check, which already proves that he trusted him quite a bit. But putting that aside, there are 2 even more important things that the vast majority of the viewers overlooked. First is related to the scene in which Uryu was publicly appointed as Yuha Baha's successor. Not only were all Sternritters shocked at this decision, but it was also made clear that none of them priorly knew who Uryu even was. However, during his fight with Ichigo, Kilge made it obvious that he knew quite a bit about Uryu and His Majesty's plans for him. And second, it's well known that Hashwalth is Yuha Baha's right-hand man. It was also shown that he is the only Quincy who can openly talk to the man. With that in mind, when Kilge got pummeled by Aion, he stated that he needs to advise the Majesty to adjust the strength of their blute, meaning that he has the same privilege as Hashwalth, all of which indicates that he might have even been something akin to the Mustache King's left-hand man, but even more importantly, the primary candidate for the last Royal Guard. Did you know that Kilge was you? Did you know that fans on Reddit chose their ideal actors for a Bleach live action? And did you ever wonder what kind of jobs did Ichigo and friends get after they grew up? Well, we did find out quite a few of them, some at the end of the 1,000-Year Blood War, some in the one-shot chapter years later, and even more in the interviews with Kubo. Now this will obviously contain spoilers, so you've been warned. Let's start it off with our boy Chad, who became a professional boxer, and seemingly one of the best in the world. Uryu decided to follow in his dad's footsteps and become a pediatric doctor. Riruka is now a fashion designer, and even owns her own brand. Yukio seemingly still does the same work, but I should note that Kubo said how he will never get married. Yuzu became a beautician and is actually the one who cuts Ichigo's hair. As for Karin, her job still hasn't been revealed. Keigo owns his own ramen shop. Yeah, I'm also surprised that he doesn't live off social assistance or some shit. These 2 are still a mystery, but Tatsuki likely still works at her family's dojo. Orihime was initially too busy taking care of Kazui, but after he grew up a bit, she started picking up part-time shifts at the bakery again. Ichigo became an English to Japanese translator, and even Rukia got a new job, but I'll leave that surprise for the final season of the anime. Did you ever wonder what kind of jobs did Ichigo and friends get after they grew up? Well, we did find out quite a few of them, some at the end of the Thousand-Year Blood War, some in the one-shot chapter years later, and even more in the interviews with Kubo. Now, this will obviously contain spoilers, so you've been warned. Let's start it off with our boy. Did you know that Shuhei is jealous of Toshiro? Now, a lot of fans are not even aware that Shuhei is in love with Rangiku because it's very weirdly portrayed. If you only watched canon episodes of the Bleach anime, then you've likely never even seen a glimpse of their relationship. On the other hand, filler episodes exaggerated Shuhei's feelings quite. This Reddit user just reminded everyone that Orihime doesn't have orange hair, and they even provided proof. Now, she definitely isn't the first character whose hair color got changed. We already talked about Rangiku and Ryukin situations in other videos, but Orihime's case is a bit different and more difficult to prove. While Rangiku's hair was orange in the OG anime, they fixed that in the colored manga, as well as the Thousand-Year Blood War adaptation. However, Orihime's hair stayed orange in all of these cases. So how do we know it's not actually orange? Well, that's because on 2 occasions it was directly stated otherwise. In chapter 102, Ganju referred to Orihime as a girl with chestnut hair, which is just a very burnt shade of brown. But if that wasn't enough, Ichigo outright said at the very start of Bleach that she has brown hair. This Reddit user just reminded everyone that Orihime doesn't have orange hair, and they even provided proof. Now, she definitely isn't the first character whose hair. Why exactly did Urahara lie to Isshin about Vizard? We remember that almost immediately after the Arrancar arc started, it was revealed that Ichigo's dad is a Soul Reaper, but that he lost his powers 20 years ago, and that he only recently. Bleach fans on Reddit just revealed something extremely funny about Orihime that you likely don't remember happened. Now, even though all of us already watched this, most of the viewers overlooked or simply forgot about it, and it's pretty hilarious when you look back at it. Anyway, towards the later stages of the first Bleach arc, there is a scene in Ichigo's high school where all the girls from his class gather in the courtyard to eat together. This is when a bunch of them started asking Rukia if she's into Ichigo, considering they spend so much time together. And when she said that they're just friends, Orihime surprisingly got sad. She then proceeded to explain that if Rukia liked Ichigo, they would be 2 against 1, which would be advantageous for the girl team. Not to mention that the anime made the whole thing even worse than the manga, since there Orihime added a bunch of other girls into the mix too. Yes, she was essentially forming a harem for Ichigo without him ever realizing. Bleach fans on Reddit just revealed something extremely funny about Orihime that you likely. Did you know that Ichigo is basically a member of Squad 11? Do you remember how after their successful Rukia rescue mission, Ichigo and others stayed in Soul Society for a bit before they returned to the human world? Well, while some of those moments were shown in the manga, a bit more of them got covered in the novels, and in one of the playing a strategy board game called Reversi with Yachiru, who for whatever reason was godlike in it. Even Ikaku pointed out that despite being not so smart, her Reversi skills were insane. Anyway, while Yachiru was trash-talking Ichigo and Ikaku, they got a bit loud, which woke Kenny up from his nap, who then barged into the room and threatened to cut them all up. This somehow led Ichigo and Yachiru to gang up and tease Ikaku together, primarily about his shiny head, which obviously further spiced up the situation. So if you were ever wondering what would be the perfect squad for Ichigo, there's your answer. Did you know that Ichigo is basically a member of Squad 11? Do you remember how after their successful Rukia... What if I told you that the duel Zanpakuto in Bleach technically doesn't exist, as it's not something that can happen naturally? While we do know of a few characters who wield what seems like a dual Zanpakuto, none of them actually do, with there being a single exception to this rule in the entire Bleach universe. Anyway, during his fight with the majestic chicken Quincy, Shunsui stated that his second blade was just a byproduct of his Zanpakuto splitting a part of itself so it could hide Isa's family Hakyoken. Then later in the light novels, it was explained how Ukitake's dual Zanpakuto is very likely something that occurred due to Mimihagi's influence on him. And in the same novel, we also learned that Shuhei's dual blades are actually just an extension of his real Zanpakuto, which are the chains connecting them, meaning that there is only one true dual Zanpakuto. However, even that is an anomaly that can likely never be replicated. It was heavily implied that the only reason Ichigo manifested dual blades is because of 2 spirits living inside of his soul, and while any other hybrid could potentially achieve the same. Let's not forget that for whatever reason, Ichigo is seemingly the only Quincy whose Quincy powers manifested in form of a spirit inside his inner world. What if I told you that the dual Zanpakuto in Bleach technically doesn't exist, as it's not something that can happen naturally? While we do know of a few characters who wield... Did you know that there is a specific reason why Kubo decided to not use Orihime's original design? We know that nothing really physically changes about Orihime when she uses her ability, but that's not how Kubo initially envisioned it. It was revealed a few years back that in the original design, whenever she would activate her ability, the hairpins would transform into horns and a tail, which would make our favorite bread devourer look like a human-dragon hybrid. As you can imagine, this whole concept quickly became popular within the fandom, which even gave birth to quite a few fan arts, but I can't show most of them in this video because of 2 specific reasons. So anyway, in a Jet Art book interview a few years back, Kubo revealed why he never went through with that
Yeah, I'm
design.
coming
When his
back,
previous
guys.
editor saw the artwork, he told they use their heads, but has then proceeded to say something that heavily contradicts that same statement. Yes, Giselle suggested they turn Ichigo into a zombie, and I believe we can all agree that there are multiple levels of dumb in that plan. First, zombify Shrift definitely wouldn't work on a living Ichigo due to the difference in their spiritual pressure. Second, it might not even work on him if he was dead because of the same reason. After all, Gigi has to reanimate his powers. And third, even if it did work in that second scenario, they would still need to kill him first, and we all know how that went the first time. Did you know that Did you know that Gerard Valkyrie from Bleach is actually not immortal? Now this will obviously contain some 1,000-year Blood War spoilers. Anyway, we know that Gerard's Shrift is called the Miracle, which is a power fueled by thoughts and feelings of others. Simply put, it allows Gerard to